Hello. I had a welcome. Uh, let's see. Shit, I don't think I captured who else was in the. oh, oh. All right. Orm, KVJ, Orm, please. Buzz Zoomies. Hey, never my life. Hey, so shoddy. Okay, you got first. Okay. E E. All right, I got it. Uh, hello. Let's see if I can get through this. I think last time I was like hung up on the idea that he said he prefers six normal summons, and I don't think it applies. Okay, if these is he really playing these at two? This is a little odd. This is odd to me. At least I can see Alphan at two or something like that, but like Zeta. I mean, there's gonna be like a worse starter, right? That you will cut down on, to fit in on engine or something like that. But this is my watch streak. I apologize. I'll take responsibility for that one. It was supposed to last longer, so peeps could actually join later, but I just got cut off. But yeah, you don't want to brick on three. Yeah, that's a classic one. That's a classic one. So that's where I was at. The reason why I don't think it applies here is because this card just summons itself. Like, you want to avoid normal summons because they clump. You open multiples, you can't normal summon the other. But if they already special summon themselves, then it's like it doesn't apply. So I don't know. But all right, so we'll just continue.
Teleport, but it suffers from the same problem as Minimalian. Using this card as your normal. If your opponent uses Imperm or Veiler or Ash to stop you, then you're stuck with a monster on your field that isn't a super quant, so you can't even extend with layer 19 or Zaytan. Speaking of all this, the king of this exact.
I will say that like that actually kind of makes sense for that new psychic card. That actually makes sense. Like using it as your normal. Your normal is really valuable. So I remember that makes a difference. Like for Minimalian, not I don't think everyone's on Minimalian. Yeah, Zayton's both starter and extender. Yeah, like Minimalian is pretty much E-Telly. Like it's literally just E-Telly. You just banish a card. And it doesn't use your normal. So which even though if it gets impermed, that's the point. If it gets impermed, you can use your normal for something valuable. So it's like if people are really afraid of Minimalian getting impermed, then like why would Mind Protector be better? So I get what I appreciate he points out Mind Protector. I forgot that was a thing. Whatever that card was. But I need to remember I need to read those psychic cards. They seemed interesting.
Problem is Diviner of the Herald. This card ate Imperm and Veiler so often in previous decks that one of the top players that I know of, Cursed Eyes, use things like Enemy Controller or Monster Gate just to tribute off the dead negated Diviner of the Herald to get its tribute effect. This is such a problem for Super Quants getting Imperm or Veiler on a normal summon. So I really think that it's not worth going the route of like Diviner or Mind Procedure or anything like that. And really, Minimalian is not like those other ones because you have the option to special summon it. So just see it as more of an extender. There are a few other cards that you can play that will help you to start or extend. One for One is an example of one such card. I'm not a huge fan of this card, and that's because you have to send one monster specifically from your hand to the graveyard to special summon a level 1 monster, which could be either Alphen or Zaytan. The problem is though, when you use one for one and you discard the monster out of your hand, if your opponent's holding Ash, they will Ash this. Like every single time I've used this card, it is Ash. So I'm not a huge fan of one for one. I would not encourage you to play it, but feel free to try if you're interested. Foolish Burial is also a way that you can get into Alphen by sending white. You can get Alphen to your hand, but this plays into control. You can use Foolish Burial to get Alphen to your hand, but then that'll be the last search that you do. You won't get
Just something to keep in mind. That one for one thing, it trades badly into Ash. But if it's your only play to begin with, and you were playing no other starter, and it's in that card slot, you wouldn't have played to begin with, just for what it's worth. But obviously, when you're lumping it with other, I wouldn't also say like, oh, one for one discard white layer. I wouldn't also take two huge stocks in that interaction either. That's also I wouldn't like overvalue that synergy either. But it's just something to keep in mind. You simply draw called by. True. But it doesn't seem to pair very well with I mean, you might as well just play Minimalian, no? Over one for one. Like, but whatever. I'll just keep going.
You won't get your search off of blue, which would normally get you a Zaytan. So I have stopped playing Foolish Bird for that same reason. Vingolf's Blessing, even though it is a great card, and I love this card, I wish I could play it, I do not want to play Control. But I mean, that's basically it. There is one other cool thing.
Wait, what? What the? Hey, I do not know this card. Send one like fairy monster from your deck to your graveyard. Fairy monsters you control. If this card is sent to the graveyard, target one level 4 or lower fairy monster, special summon it. This is interesting. This is actually interesting. But you have to use your normal summon for the Alphan, so it's like not that crazy. 1-for-1 summon Lurie to full Beansmith combo. True. This is a lot better. Huh. Play into Droll. I mean, you can say that about any other of them. I don't know. I guess you don't get your blue layer search. 1-for-1 not banishing, better for some interactions. Yeah. It's the Valkyrie TCG exclusive support.
I wish I could play it. I do not want to play into Droll. But I mean, that's basically it. There is one other cool thing that you can play, Delta of Invitation. I haven't talked about this card in any other part of the video.
What the fuck? Send one level 5 or higher zombie monster. If zombie monster is on the field, you can special one Delta token. Monster is added to the graveyard to your hand. While this card is, you can add this card to your. That's actually interesting. That's kind of interesting, actually. I kind of fuck with this because you send the Fenrir, send cash with Blicky to graveyard to search. If he says that this doesn't play into Droll or anything like that, I'm calling cap. Send cash with Blicky to graveyard. Yeah, this is Eldlik. Yeah. The token, I don't know what to do with the token, but that's something.
When this card's activated, you can send one level 5 or higher zombie monster from your deck to the graveyard. This sends Black Layer to the grave, and this will get you layer 19 to your hand. The problem with this is that layer 19 on its own is not enough, so this is really only just giving you an extra copy of layer 19 and at the cost of playing to Droll. Now, you may have
That's fair.
that we're at 21.
Okay, you mentioned the Droll. Okay, at least he's consistent. Use it for IP.
Cards already. Super Quants is a huge core, and again, it's really hard to justify going any less than this because pretty much all the combos I'm going to show you are going to require 2 Alphan, 2 Zaytan, 2 blue, 2 red, 2 white, 2 black. If you have any less than that, you're going to run into some snags when you're doing some of these combos. I think Zaytan's really the only one that you can get by with just one copy, but it is also like a great extender. So you really want to have like 2 or maybe even 3 Zaytans, but I think 3 is...
What? Maybe 3? Okay, I'm just not going to dwell on that.
Too foggy. If you had to pick one of these 3 to get a third copy of, it would probably be Zaytan first. Other than that, I don't think that it's worth increasing your normal summon count. Instead, it's probably better to get more copies of Emergency Teleport in the form of Minimalian. So like a second, maybe a third copy of Minimalian might be worthwhile, but I don't think that you need any more engine than this. 3 Black Layer isn't really necessary, because even though it does give you a turn 0 play with any other layer in your hand, it on its own can't summon itself. You need to discard it out of the hand. It falls into the same category as White Layer. White Layer can't get itself out of the hand, and it's only useful if sent to grave. If you're not packing some kind of discard outlet, then White and Black are just going to brick. I guess, theoretically, like if your opponent uses a hand trap on your turn 1, Black Layer can summon itself out, but only if you discard a card. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, I don't want to see Black Layer as something to rely on. I think that it's better at 2. Now, Layer 19 is a great card to include at 3, but really only under one circumstance. And that's if you want to go, for example, in game 2 or 3, for an OTK strategy. In which case,
You use Prisma Sound Lick to graveyard for cost and a message Lick by name? Let's go.
But, layer 19, it's not necessary to play it at 3, because it is dependent on you having a super card on the field, and you don't really want to use it as an extender. You really want to use it as a part of your combo. If you use it as an extender, then there's going to come a point in the combo when you probably wish that you had not used layer 19 to extend.
Well, I don't understand this. Won't you have to if you get hand trapped or something? I actually don't understand what he means by this. This is something I'll have to pick up the deck to understand probably. So I'm not trying to say like he's wrong or anything, but like this doesn't make sense to me. So I'll have this will probably be me having to pick up the deck to understand.
That's why Emergency Teleport is still so valuable. But yeah, I don't think that it's worth including a third copy in the main deck, maybe just in the side. Let's go ahead and throw these guys.
What? Okay, I'm just gonna. Hey, anytime I have like these weird hangups, I'm just gonna ignore it. From this point onward, I'm gonna ignore. Holy proof that not being able to play by itself is so good to play as 3-0. Yeah, I don't understand this logic. This actually kind of happened a lot. You know, when I go into these circles, like this card is very good. I feel like you'd want to hard open to extend past like I don't know. Like, well, we'll see. Like if they ash, you know. This is probably going to get ashed. Or maybe they hold ash for the layer. I don't know. If they ash this, you can have a second copy. I don't know. I don't. I think in a vacuum, what he says makes sense, I guess. You're talking about Black Layer? Oh, sure. Okay, yeah, sure. I don't know what he's cooking with the Black Layer thing. I'm kind of questioning that already. But yeah, hello, guess it's back to Omega for now. Hello. All right, I'm just gonna keep all the little hangups I have to myself, and I'll just let him talk.
That seems good to me. But honestly, this alone is going to be enough for a Super Quant core. The other 19 cards in your deck can be whatever you see fit. So here's some ideas for non-engine. We probably want to be playing some cards to stop the Charmies, like Ash Blossom, or Droll. These 6 cards will help you have 6 ways to stop the Charmies. Next up, we're probably going to look at Cross Out, Designator. So I guess that implies we should play at least one Fulos, right? But I mean, I don't think you even have to really. Like, this is not the reason why you want to play Cross Out. The reason you want to play Cross Out is really because of Ash and Droll and Nibiru. Those are the reasons. So you don't have to play Fulos. I think that it's fine to include something else like maybe Ghost Spell. Ghost Spell has a lot more impact than you think. It's kind of like Ash, except it hits the things that are rarer in archetypes, which is the revival effects. The revival and banish effects are sometimes really critical in some.
Oh my god, not the okay. This is not a small hangup that I have.
Rarer in archetypes, which is the revival.
Okay. I guess I'll find out when Bestial's good. But this never has felt good to go spell your own thing. Yeah, okay, actually, you know what? I'm gonna Mathmech players love this what's called bringing this one up. I think it works really well if they hold if they hold their Bestial for super factorial, that's when Ghost Spell actually cooks. But most people just shotgun the Bestial on like Sigma. So like that interaction never comes up. So it never feels good to use a Ghost Spell and specifically that interaction. I usually just let it go because it's like you could probably use the Ghost Spell better for their actual play, when they actually try to get into engine. But if there's an interaction where like something you need to resolve like super factorial, where like the difference between it resolving and not resolving is huge, then I could say Ghost Spell. But like if it's just like a 1-for-1 interaction, I just think you just suck it up and take the Bestial or something like that. I don't know. I don't like this. Ghost Spell, yeah. Something I will need to verify this statement through testing. I can't just go, sit on my ass and say this. But this is something that needs I need to we'll revisit this statement when I actually start playing the deck.
Really critical in some decks. But anyways, let's add in Nibiru, our good old friend. We gotta keep our friends closer, enemies closer. But so yeah, so we've got, what is it, 3, 6, 9, 12 hand traps.
Sometimes you have to Ghost Spell since it's your only play.
Of course,
we will have to verify that.
Another good card that I would encourage you to get 3 of, and that is Salesman. Salesman is a really cool card. You declare one card name for the rest of the turn, your opponent cannot activate cards or the effects of cards with the same original name as that declared card. It's a great Nibiru protection and board breaker all in one. So yeah, we really only have 2 spots left in the deck. Extra Satan would probably be worth it. And then maybe a third Alphen, not super necessary, but an option. What you do beyond 40 is up to you. You don't have to stick strictly to 40 in Super Quants. There are a lot of cards.
I missed that Salesman actually.
Something else, like maybe Ghost Spell. Ghost Spell has a lot more impact than you think. It's kind of like Ash, except it hits the things that are rarer in archetypes, which is the revival effects. The revival and banish effects are sometimes really critical in some decks. But anyways, let's add in Nibiru, our good old friend. We gotta keep our friends closer, enemies closer. But so yeah, so we've got, what is it, 3, 6, 9, 12 hand traps, and then we want to play some other non-engine. I've got some suggestions for you. So Called By, of course, would be a good option, just like Cross Out. Here's another good card that I would encourage you to get 3 of, and that is Salesman. Salesman is a really cool card. You declare one card name for the rest of the turn, your opponent cannot activate cards or the effects of cards with the same original name as that declared card. It's a great Nibiru protection and board breaker all in one. So yeah, we really only have 2 spots left in the deck. Extra Satan would probably be worth it, and then maybe a third Alphen, not super necessary, but an option.
This is crazy. I've never met a deck that used Salesman for good. That shouldn't be like, shouldn't be a reason to dismiss this, but this is very concerning. Again, something we will need to verify while playing. Just play Prohibition. This is something we need to verify while playing. Like, this is dubious.
40 is up to you. You don't have to stick strictly to 40 in Super Quants. There are a lot of cards that you don't necessarily want to draw. Not that they are like terribly bad, but like just to give you 2 examples, green and spike cards that you want in the deck, not in the hand. So it messes with a lot of the combos if you are drawing in 2 cards that you don't want to see that should be part of the combo in the deck. And for that reason, I think that it's totally fine to play more than 40. You can go 44, 45, you can go to 50, you can even go to 60. I've played with 60 cards in Super Quants.
But at this point, wouldn't you argue for more engine as well? Just to make up for the increased deck size? Okay.
I think that it's totally fine.
Prohibition versus Nefarious Ryzeal Dead Neighbor.
Otherwise, this deck will feel like it's never going to innovate or change in any way.
I wonder how good would Metaltronus be in this deck. I'm actually interested. Probably in the side or something, but Metaltronus sounds not terrible. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, a lot of interesting options for the future.
Because there are so many ways to get our whole engine out of the deck that you can pack the deck filled with ways into the engine and still have plenty of space for like a 50, 60 card deck. It's going to be up to you what you do with these last spots. Let's just say I add an extra Zaytan and Alphen for the sake of it. there we go. We have 40 cards. All right. Now,
For the sake of it? Okay, come on.
Consider playing more than one Luster X and Magma-Liger. Those cards are going to be really helpful as turn 0 options because you might draw black with a copy of white or black with a copy of red, and on turn 0 you can summon out Luster X or red to get yourself a negate or a destroy. You can do the same thing with Ouroboros, which is why I don't think you should drop Ouroboros to 0. But if you're really like tight on space, like that's probably the first one to go because Ramples, you need it at 1. But yeah, looking at what we've got so far, this deck is under $30 all total. And if you want to add more extra deck options, I can give you a few ideas. But
I love the beats.
Any of these cards are an optional bonus, really. So here, let's look at some. I have one in mind, and that's Promethean Princess, along with Sunlight Wolf. Salamandrate Sunlight Wolf. Now, there's a couple ways that you can use Promethean Princess. The first one is on turn 1, you can use it to help you to make Magma-Liger. If you're in a situation where you have the bodies to make Promethean Princess, but you have no other way to make Magma-Liger, you can make Promethean Princess and revive red. Red adds something back to your hand, and carrier can then discard it to make Magma-Liger. Now you're fire-locked with Magma-Liger and Princess on board. You can optionally use Magma-Liger's effect to detach, or just not do that, and then link Magma-Liger with Promethean Princess into Sunlight Wolf, which requires 2 fire effect monsters. Now you're out of the fire lock, and if you summon beneath Sunlight Wolf's effect allows you to add 1 fire monster from your grave to your hand. So that can add back red. So you don't even really lose materials that way, unless you have to link off some of the max to get into Promethean Princess. But another thing that you can do with Promethean Princess is on turn 3. Let's say that you have Magnus and it's the only monster on your field, and in your hand you're holding something like a hand trap that you can normal summon. Magnus will stand on your turn, right? And then you can normal summon the monster in your hand like the hand trap, and link
Let's
it to
go.
generic link 2, let's say maybe SP. Okay, once you've linked into your generic link 2, Magnus's effect will trigger, summoning back the 3 Zords from the grave. And of course, you'll probably get layer 19 to your hand, you'll probably Alpha to your hand, a lot of things will trigger. But you'll have
Let's go.
mechs on field. You can then take those 3 mechs and link summon into Promethean Princess. Now, why would you do that? Well, you can revive red, add back carrier, which would have been in the grave now, and then
Let's go.
Carrier. Okay, and you're still firelocked, so of course you'll have to link off red and Promethean Princess to Sunlight Wolf. But once you do that, and the firelock is no longer active, you can use carrier to summon Magnus again.
Yeah.
Copy, or if you shuffle it back with blue. And once you summon Magnus the second time in the turn.
All right, did he say a second copy? We don't play second copies. Okay, maybe if there's a unicorn, okay? But we don't play second copies of Magnus in this household. Okay, maybe there's Bestial. I realize this card's light, but whatever. Okay, maybe I'll be wrong. I'll eat my shorts. But how do you not win already? If you really need to Magna Carrier. Play second copy to equip itself to itself. Let's go! You can do that with Xyz's armor. I'm pretty sure. Like one of the Xyz's armor cards. I think you can equip Magnus to Magnus. And because Magnus is, I think theoretically it should work, right? Because Magnus is a super quant card. This card's unaffected by card effects except super quant cards. You can? Let's go. It should be affected by the effect that's granted, because the equip is a super quant.
Second time, because as you can see from this 2+ here, once per turn during the main phase, it's a soft once per turn. So that's 2 non-targeting spins. And by then you'll probably have summoned something like SP to banish something on the field, which helps to clear even more. And you'll probably also be able to summon Magma-Liger second time.
Wait. I mean, that works too, but like, just keep in mind, you lose your battle phase. We're trying to win on turn 3. But yeah, that is a thing.
So there's a few different ways that you can clear monsters on the field in turn 3. At that point, you might want to consider going into Access Code. Access Code Talker, of course, we all know this monster to link 4. If you link off using a link 2 or 3, you can get either 2,000 or 3,000 attack boost, and then of course you can start popping things. To go with that, you can also add in Selene. And Selene is a link 3 that requires a Spellcaster monster. So with that, you'll probably want to use Green Layer. You can always layer 19 to get Green Layer out. Selene really is only going to be useful just for the sake of getting into Access Code. There's probably other generic link 3s that you can use. I would also consider Armored Xyz engine. Alright, and full Armored Xyz engine looks like this. We have Xyz Armor Fortress, Xyz Armor Torpedo, and Dark Knight Lancer. These 3 Xyz monsters are...
All right, where's your bricks? Where's your bricks? I don't see no Xyz armor bricks in the extra.
Full Armored Xyz engine. Having these in your deck is really cool because you can overlay over a Rampulse or an Ouroboros into Armored Fortress here, and then detach the Rampulse or Ouroboros to search for full Armored Xyz. This card is kind of like a super quant card indirectly. You can banish it from the grave and then target a Xyz monster on your field, and then
nice.
One other Xyz monster, either from your field or your graveyard, to that Xyz monster. This allows you to equip Magnus with another super quant Xyz monster, and because the equip is a super quant card, you'll get all the bonuses that this card gives you.
Oh, hey! I did not pre-watch this.
Equip spell with this effect. Equipped monster gains attack equal to this card's attack. And if the equipped monster would be destroyed by battle, card effect, destroy this card instead. So it gives your Magnus a boost in attack equal to the attack of the equipped Xyz monster. And then also, if you get destroyed by battle, which is the most likely way to out Magnus, the equipped monster will be destroyed instead. So this is a really cool card. I definitely recommend watching my other video about this. But it turns into a threat via Dark Knight Lancer here. Dark Knight Lancer's attack starts at 2800, but it quickly escalates. Based on the number of materials it has, it gains 300 extra, which would put it usually at 3100 to start. And then if it sees a monster become equipped on your side of the field, it will non-targeting attach an opponent's monster, which is a pretty cool trigger effect. The way that you equip a card is, of course, through the full Armored Xyz Xyz effect, right? So you banish it and equip an Xyz monster with another Xyz. The reason why I use Xyz Armor Torpedo is because you can turn 2 level 3s, like let's say a negated blue, and then maybe you E-Tele out another blue, or you Minimalian into another blue. You overlay into Xyz Armor Torpedo, and that can kind of start the chain of events that leads to the full armored Xyz engine. It's this pretty awesome progression. Again, I recommend watching the other video on my channel about it. But obviously, these are all optional. You can choose not to include some of these, and if you would like to make room for something, the thing that I would recommend considering is a small Fiendsmith engine. So when I say Fiendsmith engine, I am not talking about buying Tract. Tract is, what is it, like 40 bucks basically right now? So forget that. That card plays really bad into Droll, so I don't like that card at all. What I'm talking about is just getting one Requiem, which is a little under 20 bucks right now. It's still a little expensive for just one card if you're on a budget, but if you're looking to invest in the deck, this would be my first recommendation. One Requiem goes a long way. We'll also need one Engraver. Let's go ahead and maybe drop an Alphen to make it a nice even 40. So then we can add in some of the other pieces that we'll need, which is going to be Moon of the Closed Heaven, and we'll need Necroquip, Princess, and we'll need Caesar. Okay, look at that. We need to have one more spot in the extra deck for something like Zeus or Typhon. I think Typhon's a losing card if you ask me. Anybody who makes Typhon against me loses the game.
Oh my god, shut your ass up. I'm skipping this part. Losing card. We can't afford Track. It's nice he's looking out for the budget players.
And Xyz mech of any description, battle, attack with Magnus, attack with the Xyz monster, and then you overlay Zeus on top of the other Xyz monster. So you have a board wipe that doesn't affect Magnus and Magnus. It's pretty oppressive. Usually if I get Zeus and Magnus on the field, it's game over. But anyways, let's get back to the Fiendsmith engine. So the reason why you would want to play this $20 engine, I mean really most of the value is in this Requiem, and the rest are going to be pennies, 20 cents, 11 cents, $1. Okay, Caesar's a little bit. Engraver got reprinted, so it's like $1, so $2, 18 bucks, it's just over 20 bucks basically to get the Fiendsmith engine. That 20 bucks goes a long way to preventing Nibiru, because you can use Emergency Teleport as a 1-card combo to not only get into the Fiendsmith engine to protect you from Nibiru, but a 7 material Magnus. I'll show that combo off a little bit later. But it turns E-Tele
nice.
into a Nibiru protected 7 Matt Magnus. So another cool thing we can do with the Fiendsmith engine is make sequence. Fiendsmith sequence. And the reason why we'd want to do that, I might have to drop something here, sorry bros, is make Duke of Demise. Now sequence can fuse into
That's something I need to explore. Duke of Demise. That card can add back Black Layer. Yeah, I don't know. And Zeton. So yeah, I gotta think about that one. But I don't know. Dennis, I don't know. I feel like my sequence is getting impermed or some shit before I get that far. So maybe it doesn't matter too much. But well, whatever.
Fusion monster was released, I think it's in Maze of the Masters. It takes 2 Fiend and or Zombie monsters, which is cool because you can use either Fiend cards or Zaytan and Black Lair because they're zombies. So you fuse into Duke of Demise. The reason why you want to do that is because you can normal summon an additional time. So during your main phase, you can immediately after this effect resolves normal summon 1 monster. Gives you a bonus normal summon. Okay, sometimes it's helpful to extend that way. But other than that, it's also really cool because you can banish this card from the graveyard and then target 1 level 4 or higher Fiend, which would usually be Engraver, or Zombie in your graveyard and add it to your hand, which would be great to add back Black to your hand. This gives you extra discard fodder or extra materials under Magnus, since you can then attach the Black Layer to one of the mechs on your field, or you can just keep the Black Layer in your hand, pass to your opponent, and on the opponent's turn, you say Black Layer, discard 1 card in your hand to summon itself in response to the monster effect. Then Black Layer will target a super card in the grave and summon out an additional mech alongside Magnus on the opponent's turn. So Duke of
Let's
Demise
go.
Cool, and another great.
I actually do like Magna Liger plus Magnus. It actually reduces the amount of potential outs. I mean, nowadays we have kaijus, but I mean we still had kaijus back then, but you know, I do like this. I do like this, but hopefully it's not like Giga turn 1 merchant combo. That doesn't happen. That never happens. Whatever. That is interesting though.
Sequences, pennies. So if you're looking to invest, $20 to $30, I'd say grab the Fiendsmith cards, the bare minimum here, just to get into the anti-nib line off of E-Tele. And then later you can consider going the extra, $5-6 to add in Duke of Demise and sequence. And if you're doing that route, then I might even just drop the full armor here, guys, and then go Promethean Princess and Sunlight Wolf, because after you've made Duke of Demise, sequence and Duke of Demise could then go into Princess. And so that's a way to go into the Princess line that I was talking about.
Let's go. I like that. I know. I like that.
Let me give you a quick tip. I like Unexpected Die. Normal spell. If you control no monster, special summon 1 level 4 lower normal monster. What normal monster will you summon? Well, I'd suggest Dippity. It's a new light fiend normal monster. And
okay.
You can use this, of course, to go into Requiem. If you really want to boost it up, you can play Primite Roar, which is basically Unexpected Die. You pay 2,000, declare a normal monster name, declare monster, cannot be destroyed by battle. Then, if you control no monsters, you can special summon 1, declare normal monster from your deck defense position. So it does the same thing as Unexpected Die for 2,000 life points. But basically, that gives you 3 extra ways into the Fiendsmith. So Unexpected Die times 3, Primite Roar times 3, and Dippity times 1. That gives you 6 ways into the engine for only 1 brick, most of which are pennies. And Primite Roar is really going to be like, what, under $6 to get a playset of these. You can.
I need to read Alphan. I need to read Alphan. Give me a second to read Alphan Ball. I don't remember if it sets from deck. I think it activates from deck. Yeah, activate 1 Super Quantal Mech Ship Magna Carrier from your deck. Okay, so I like the way he deck his penis when it runs Salesman. That's just his recommendation. That's his. I'm not gonna take too much stock. Like, there's a lot of things he said I had an issue with. It's still good primer for people starting the deck, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, it plays Salesman. There's got to be something better to play over that card. But either way, I was okay. The way he talks about Droll sounds real enough that you can play around it. I think if you get sounds like if you get to blue layer, actually no, you would need if you can chain link blue layer and black layer at the same time, then you probably play around Droll. But I'll have to think about it.
And Primate Roar and Dippity. But yeah, that does it for the Super Quant build. I think that this is going to be a really good starting point for you. You can tweak this to your heart's content. It's up to you how much you care about nib protection, how much you care about Fubulo's protection, how you play into the meta. You have 12 hand trap spots, 5 other non-engine spots, and you can add a few extra starters in the form of Alphen or Blue. You can add extenders like extra Minimalian. But other than that, I think that's all I have to say about deck build for now. If you're interested in more deck build tips or maybe some variants that might be fun and creative ways to play Super Quants in a different way, then you always are going to want to go to the Super Quant Archetype Discord because there's so many things that are being innovated in there. I turn around and there's always a new archetype. Like,
I might check it out just for ideas.
It's amazing. Now, I've got 15 different combo lines I want to show you today, and the reason there are so many is all because of Alphen. Alphen reveals 3 different Super Quants and randomly summons 1, and because it's random, I have to go through each possible result with you, because each one is a little different. Now, before I get started explaining these combos, there's a few things I need to go over.
I think because of Black Layer and Layer 19, I think they all converge. Like, I don't think there's going to be that many differences, because Layer 19 and Black Layer... okay, I imagine he's going to reveal... what's Alphan? It's probably black, red, blue. And with layer 19, you pretty much get the other you pretty much guarantee get the rest. So I think they're gonna converge. Maybe there's like one minor step, but we'll see.
In our combos, Alphen's Reveal and subsequent random summon, Zaytan's Send and Summon, Layer 19's Summon, and Blue's Search. These 4 cards form a circular relationship or dependency that's kind of like a clock. No matter which point you enter.
Yeah. I mean, he's calling it that, but like, I guess like after, like Alphan's gonna give you this guy every time, but I think if you get Black Layer, if you summon Black Layer, you just Xyz summon, detach from the Xyz, then you get white. Yeah. Circular relationship. True, Ratmec. And then if you don't hit blue layer, you just summon it off the layer 19 because you, yeah, this is, with Zeton, I don't know how it fits in every combo. Yeah, adding stuff like Fiendsmith, you don't need to. You don't even need to play tracked. You just make 2 bodies for Moon. This deck, I've seen this deck actually be able to summon 2 bodies before committing.
In this fashion, Alphen leads to Layer 19, Layer 19 leads to Blue, Blue leads to Zaytan, and Zaytan leads to Alphen. These 4 choices will be the most important for you to remember if you're going to master these combos. Super Quant combos are very complex, and to help with remembering and discussing these different combo branches, the Super Quant community has developed this handy little thing called a quantal code. What's a quantal code? Well, it's a series of letters that tell you.
All right, we're going to learn some mnemonic devices. Let's go.
Each of the key choices made in the combo branch. You can think of it like coordinates in quantum space.
Bro, what the fuck?
The quantal code.
I'm not learning this. I am not learning this.
Codes work like this. The uppercase letter is the card using the effect, and the lowercase letters that follow are the targets of the effect. For example, BZ means Blue, add Zaytan. ZSA means Zaytan sends Spike, summon Alphen. Alphen's reveals will contain an extra uppercase to mark the resulting summon. For example, AWRK means that white, red, and black were revealed, but red was summoned. Effects are listed according to the order they occurred during the combo itself. So BZ.ZSA means start with Blue, Blue adds Zaytan, then later Zaytan will send Spike and summon Alphen as black. You should be able to figure out which letter means which card in the archetype, but here's a handy chart if you need it. I've also linked a I'm not going to do that. This is all free, baby, and I'm not going to gatekeep anyone from having fun making the Megazord. The reason why I put in all this time, effort, and energy is because, like me, I want you to be able to enjoy playing this deck. I'm just in it for the fun. Now let's get to some combos. I'll start by showing you some Alphen combos. First off is...
Okay. Let's see. Require 2 white, 2 black, 2 Alphen. White, 2... Oh, it's nice he has a Bolos Puru draws. What is this cryptic? I don't know. I think it's just like the result of people having too much fun and a lot of time on their hands and like kind of overcomplicating something. It's nice though if you understand it, you know, because you can communicate with this guy. But it's like I in my opinion, I don't think Alphan revealing 3 monsters is that like complicated. It's annoying to make dueling book replays for because you do have to document each branch, but they should converge back into the same decision tree. Like that's why I feel like this new support is so good, because they made Alphan less random. Like they literally made it the combo deterministic. So it's like, yeah, whatever. It's like I'm pretty sure Jesse Cotton could probably pick up this deck without having to learn this code. I mean, yeah, he's Jesse, but Jesse, we've seen Jesse pick up decks. Okay, like he takes time to like figure it. He'll figure out the main loop, but he's like when he was playing Resonators, bro, he was struggling. He was struggling with Resonators when he first picked it up. That's just a natural part of the process. And I don't think this code is going to help me remove that part of the process of failing or whatever. But anyway, whatever. The point is, I don't think it's that complicated. Maybe it's just me talking out of my ass. Maybe for a newer player it is, which is fair. I will always concede that, like. But whatever. Let's look at the combo.
Alphen, white, blue line. Will normal summon Alphen. Alphen will tribute itself and reveal white, red, and black. White in this case gets summoned. Red and black go to.
White, red, and black. Oh, I guess it is white, red, and black because you get blue layer. Yeah. White, red, and black makes sense. Okay. Yeah, white, red, and black does make sense because you will always trigger. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense because layer will always get blue layer. Combos were stupidly hard before. No, they weren't. You were just at the mercy of whatever randomness that Alphan gave you. Like, you were railroaded. I don't think it was that hard back then. You were just railroad. Like, oh yeah, there's no song requests right now because we're trying to. Maybe we could do song requests. Orm. Yeah, no, but I'm genuinely telling you right now, back then, super quants were not, like, difficult. Maybe to, like, optimize and build or something, so, but, like, it's just, like, you were just railroaded, because, like, oh, if you hit green layer, you had to hope you had the extender to keep going. Like, just Alphan was just not, like, deterministic back then. And, like, people made up for it by playing, like, a bunch of different engines, so it's, like, maybe it was weird to like theorize or communicate the combos to people. It kind of was. That was hard, actually. That was hard. That was hard to communicate how the combos work. Because a lot of the combo videos assumed Alphan hit red layer, and then you pretty much did everything.
Rave. Black will be chain link 1, red will be chain link 2.
You lost magic the moment forgot Requiem was only main phase?
No! And black will get us into our layer 19.
Here, let me understand this.
Black. White in this case gets summoned. Red and black be able to enjoy playing this deck. I'm just in it for the fun. Now let's get to some combos. I'll start by showing you some Alphen combos. First off is the Alphen white.
Where's Brilliant Fusion? That shit's banned.
Will normal summon Alphen. Alphen will tribute itself and reveal white, red, and black. White in this
okay, so hits white layer. Black will add layer 19. You get blue layer that way. And I guess that's Zayton. Wait, is it back? Is it back in TCG? I forgot. Bro, I don't play with TCG. I don't play TCG anymore. Well, I mean, I do, but it's not like in a serious fashion. You're right. It did get out. It was YCS Anaheim, right? It got unbanned. It's at 1. It was YCS Anaheim banlist, right? Layer 19, blue layer, add Zayton, Zayton dump, field spell. In a way, you're still gate kept if you hit the blue layer. If you hit blue layer, you need to find a way to Zayton. Like in a way, it's still field spell in a way because you. Okay.
Black will be chain link 1, red will be chain link 2 targeting black, and white will be chain link 3.
Do you go Lustrex here? I wonder. Lustrex. Probably not.
Itself, red revives the black, and black will get us into our layer 19. Then we'll activate white's effect to add us another Alphen. This is Alphen number 2. We'll layer 19 summoning blue from the deck, and blue will activate its effect to get us Zayton. We can use.
You get Drolled here. You don't get Zeton. But I guess in this case, you could still. Huh. It feels like Droll still cooks this deck. Maybe you can just link climb in a Fiendsmith or something and then like cope on that. But so you get Zeton, dump, field spell, or the Alphen ball. How do you get this guy on hand? Okay, well I'll find out.
Zaytan's effect to special summon and then tribute itself, sending spike and summoning black layer.
Oh, never mind. You don't need. Oh, yeah, you still need this engrave. Oh, but black layer will trigger. Okay, cool.
Black layer will summon out Magna Liger and attack.
Yeah, this is crazy. Being able to make Magna Liger is so insane. Back in the day, you couldn't guarantee this. I had to use Feast of the Wild level 5. I had to use Brilliant Fusion plus Instant Fusion. Brilliant Fusion. Honestly, it had to involve Brilliant Fusion. And you couldn't use your normal summon. Because even if you did Brilliant Fusion, you had to use Red Layer. You pretty much had a hard open Red Layer. Like, it was not... It was basically like a 2 to 3 card combo. Not counting the discards for Magna Carrier.
Attach red from the grave. Then immediately, since this is the first time we have the ability to do so, we can banish Spike and Alphen to activate Carrier. Then we'll overlay for Luster X using white and black, and use Carrier to pitch Alphen in hand to target blue and make Grand Pulse. Now we have 3 mechs with a total of 8 materials.
Oh wait, you start with Alphen, so you don't even need to...
All
okay.
3 send the field spell and summon Magnus. Now let's take a look at these.
Yeah, this... Okay, I'm going to see the second variation where you summon red layer or black layer. It's probably going to be very similar. Like, you just... Infernoble layer? True.
Materials, we've got black and white attached, red, another copy of black, and blue. So we have 2 blacks. That means that...
I was there, Kariba. Nice.
And since we have 8 materials, we can detach 2 times and still have 6 materials to keep the search lock up. Now let's go on to the next combo. Now let's do the Alphen red-blue line. This line creates an 8 material Magnus with 0 discards.
Okay, red layer. So I guess you... Red layer... You add black layer? I think it's add black layer. Summon... You get... Dude, if you get layer 19... the combo basically does itself. I think the only difference here is I think the only thing you really need to modify is black layer. Alphan summon black layer. You discard and then you summon, I don't know, Magna Liger detach to pop itself or something like that. That's probably the only difference. Because you just need to get to layer 19.
It gets summoned, and black and white go to grave. Black is chainlink 1, white is chainlink 2, and red is chainlink 3, targeting white in the grave.
Okay, it's white.
Adds
Okay.
White. White gets us into Alpha number 2, and black adds us layer 19. Layer 19 will special summon blue, and blue will add Zaytan. Zaytan special summons itself, and Zaytan will then retribute itself and send Spike to summon out black number 2. Black will get us into Magna Liger and attach Zaytan from the grave. Then Spike can banish and activate Carrier. Now I want to point out here that it is possible to use White's effect here earlier in the combo, sending red. That way, when Zaytan tributes and special summons black, black can actually attach the red from the grave instead of Zaytan. But there's a reason for that, and that's because of sequencing for protection against hand traps. You want to prevent your opponent from negating black's effect, so that's why I want to get that done as soon as possible. So we send a red, summon back the black, and then overlay black and white into Luster X. Then we can use the field spell, pitching the Alphen, targeting blue, and make Grand Pulse. Same situation as before. We'll send the field spell, target all 3, and summon Magnus, attaching all of them for a grand total of 8 materials. Now let's see the Alphen black-blue line. This makes a 7 material Magnus with...
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think if you know you need layer 19 for blue layer, you don't need this code. That graphic where he does that circular, like, game plan, that's, like, way more helpful than this fucking... whatever this code was. Just don't hit blue layer.
0 discards, and we end with black and white attached. First, black layer is summoned, white and red go to grave.
Yeah, do you just go... Oh, maybe you make... Okay, maybe you revive with red layer, the white layer, then you use Luster X to negate itself. So you don't have to go the Magna Liger route. Okay, that makes sense. That makes more sense.
Targeting white, and we won't activate black's effect yet. The reason for that is because we want to revive white, add the Alphen, and then overlay for Luster X. Now we do this...
Yes. Oh my god, clocked. Okay. Are these a new Super Quant card? Yeah. I'm reading this Ultimate Guide. It's pretty useful, but there are just some things I think, like, I disagree with. Like, it's just a common deck building thing that most people believes that, like, I'm not gonna, like, take it upon myself to correct. But, yeah, there's just some... Help me. Enter the code and you and I get rewards? Can I release the code? One of the rewards is the structural deck of Sword Soul. But this is still helpful. This is a good guide for the most part. Like, if it's meant to, like, you know, indoctrinate new players into the deck, that's exactly, it's doing the perfect job. 10 out of 10. But I'm, as someone who's like, who glazes Super Quant, who really likes this deck or something like that, I'm a little bit more like, if you know, it's probably not gonna align with what I want from a deck like this. Sorry, from a video like this.
We need to get black layer in the grave, and we want to make Luster X because Luster X is the only mech that can target itself and not have any outright negative effects. So we're gonna use Luster X to negate.
Yeah. Before I had to use like Magna Liger to pop itself to detach white layer, if I remember back in the day. But this is okay. Yeah, so you just make Luster X. This shit's broken. What the fuck? And Alpha, and then you get layer 19, and then
So now we can activate layer 19, summoning out blue, and then blue will get us into Zaytan. Zaytan can special summon itself, and we can activate its effect, tributing, sending Spike, and summoning black layer number 2. Now black layer number 2 gets us into Magna Liger as before, attaching red.
Can we skip to the good part?
To activate Carrier. Carrier will pitch one card and target blue, and we'll be in pretty much the same exact situation, except now we don't have the second copy of black layer attached, giving us a grand total of 7 materials on Magnus. Let's look at some blue combos next. Normal summon.
Yeah. So like I said, like the even though he did 3 combos, the support made Alphan deterministic. Alphan into Magnus deterministic. There's slight differences, but it's like the same shit. Like I said before, he presents this. Okay, he also presents this fucking code bullshit. But he presents this, which is way more useful in understanding the gameplay loop of the deck. Like, if you know this, you can probably navigate through every variation of the Alphan combo. Now there's blue combos. We'll see.
On Magnus. Let's look at some blue combos next. Normal summon blue. Blue adds Zaytan. Zaytan will special summon itself. And then we'll use Zaytan as a way to get into Alphen here by sending Spike and summoning Alphen. In this scenario, Alphen will reveal white, red, and black just as before. But since we already have blue and we activate its effect, we don't need to use layer 19 to summon blue. Instead, we'll be using layer 19 to summon black, the same way we used Zaytan to summon black in the last combos. It's more or less the same otherwise. But let's go through each one. First off is the white combo. Red and black go to grave. We'll do black chain link 1, red chain link 2.
We had combos with different lines based on layer. A lot of you don't include those.
White sends white number 2. Red revives black.
What color is your favorite layer?
White number 2. If you're under draw at this point, you can even add from the graveyard. Spike will banish itself without activate Carrier.
Red layer.
Black and white to make Luster X.
You need a bite to library to learn Braille in order to understand the code. Oh no. Yeah, I hope he has different lines, combos with different lines. I don't know. I think this is supposed to be a primer, but we'll see. We have more combos.
Then we'll discard Alphen to make Grampos.
Yeah, there's a lot of convergence in these combos. There's like a lot of how you get there. It's not that like that's like if I feel like if you actually take the time to play the deck, it'll come intuitively. I think a lot of what a lot of people end up kind of overhype is like they'll see a bunch of different combos and be like, oh, I need to. If you like, maybe if you're worried about playing every single thing optimally, but I don't think this deck, though, at least the way he's sequencing things, I don't think there's room to beat hand traps in this sequence. Like all of those will involve some extender in hand already to continue, and that's what I'm looking for. Like this is just like the one card first turn merchant I called sales band on Ash type shit that I'm but I mean it's just a start, but it just okay, you don't have to alter it that much, like if you're just thinking of uninterrupted combos.
Here we go, Magnus with 8 materials, and just like before, we've got 2 copies of black and 1 copy of white attached.
What to do with this hand? Well, with the new support, if it's before the new support, that's fine. But with the new support, I feel like it's much easier now. Like this deck, like the new support kind of holds your hand. Like maybe it's just me talking from, you know, curse of knowledge, you know, not being able to sympathize with someone who's like picking it up, but like I don't know. I feel like this new support is pretty much everything I wanted. Maybe so I don't know.
Black will be chain link 1, white chain link 2.
Salesman on live twin GG easy. Let's go.
Red adds us back to white. White adds us Alpha number 2. And black adds us layer 19. Now we'll activate Spike here to banish itself and activate Carrier. Then we can activate white, sending a red, summoning itself, and triggering red to revive the black. We'll overlay for
all right, Luster
layer 19 to summon out black number 2. To activate its effect and get into
Magna Liger and then Ground Pulse. It's so nice. It's so nice they made a fucking card that substitutes for Magna Liger. You have no idea how happy I am that exists. No more bullshit. What if my red layer doesn't... What if my Alphan doesn't hit red layer? Oh my god.
For 8 materials. Now we'll go over the blue, black, black route. Black is summoned, red and white go to grave. White is chain link 1, red is chain link 2, targeting
You're not the only one who's cursed with knowledge.
Red summons back white, and white adds us Alphen. Then we'll overlay white and black to get into Luster X, but not before activating Carrier. We'll activate Luster X, targeting blue. You can target blue or Luster X, it doesn't really matter. And that will trigger black's great effect to add us layer 19. Then we'll use layer 19 to summon out black number 2, and get into Magna Liger as before, attaching the red.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, this is...
Even though it's negated, it doesn't matter. We'll still get into Grand Pulse. Send the field spell, target all 3.
He has 3 Bazumis? Yeah. He does have 3 Bazumis. That's what I'm saying. He just uses the black layer to make Magna Liger and then fucking makes Grand Pulse afterwards. Oh my god. If you draw X and Y, you can search Z instead. He does. He does actually talk about that stuff.
And summon Magnus.
Well, we'll
This
see.
time he's going to have 7 materials. Since we had to detach one of the blacks earlier, we will still end on white and black attached to Magnus. Time for some Zatan combos. Now, Zatan typically is more of an extender. You want it in your hand since blue is going to search for it, and if you get negated on blue, you could use Zatan to summon itself anyways, as long as you're holding it. But if Zatan is the only super quant name that you draw into, then these combos will help you get all the way to Magnus. There are a lot of different Zatan combos. There are 7 in my document below. I'm only going to show off 5 of them right now. The 5 I'm showing you do not require Zatan's special summon effect during the combo, which means that you can use Zatan's special summon effect to start these combos. No matter what gets summoned off of Alphen, these combos will produce a 7 material Magnus using just 1 discard. But I'll also show you 2 alternate routes where you can make a 6 material Magnus using 0 discards if you really can't afford the cards in hand. To start with, we'll get Zatan on field, whether by normal or special. Zatan tribute sending spike and summons.
What's
Alphen.
interesting, these combos don't involve green layer. So it makes you wonder. I see why he brings up that people cut it. I haven't decided yet on whether I should cut it. I guess there's some, you know, he mentions an interaction where if you draw Alpha and Ball, you can pitch it. All the way to Magnets? Yeah. All right, we'll see.
We'll be revealing blue, red, and black instead of the normal white, red, and black. Let's go over the blue results first. Blue gets summoned, red and black go to grave. Blue will activate his Chainlink 1, black is Chainlink 2, and red will chain block our searches, targeting black in the grave. We'll summon back the black. Black gets us into layer 19, and blue will be searching for white, since we already had Zatan. Then Spike will activate Carrier from the deck, and we can proceed to layer 19, summoning red from the deck. Red is going to add back Zatan to our hand. Then we'll use white to send Zatan and summon itself. White will send another copy of white so we can get an extra Alphen to our hand. Then we can use Carrier to pitch 1 card, target red, make Magnoliger, pitch Alphen, target blue, and make Krampus, then overlay black and white for Luster X. We'll send the field spell, target all 3, and summon Magnus.
Nice.
As I mentioned, this Magnus has 7 materials, and we happen to have both black layer and white layer attached. Now what if you can't afford the discard? Well, this route is a blue route that gets to a 6 material Magnus with 0 discards. Blue gets summoned, red and black go to grave. Blue Chainlink 1, black chain.
That's kind of crazy. Getting red, just layer 19 is so good. What the hell, man?
Chainlink 2, and red Chainlink.
You just get red layer if you need it.
Red will revive black. Black gets us to layer 19. And like before, blue will add white. Spike will activate Carrier from the deck. And this time, we'll use Carrier to pitch white, targeting blue. Then white will add Alphen. Now that white's in the grave, we can summon out
Orm. Am I still live? I think I'm still live. I guess it didn't load. All right, maybe I have to lower the... Okay. If you get nib before trying to summon Magnus, do you just cry, or is there a nib plan? I think you cry. I think genuinely, what you might have to do is force main phase. We still live? Okay, thank you. You probably end on all 3 mechs, force main phase, force out the nib, and then activate. Sales ban is... Yeah, that's dire. However, that's why I like when KBJ was showing me thank you Xander. When KBJ was showing me Fiendsmith, that spoke more to me because you actually have a plan in a nib. You just spend 2 bodies to make Caesar. Of course, nib imperm, but what can you do? What can you do? I didn't pay attention to the Fuelos draws and the Purulia draws. I didn't pay attention to that because the chat I have on screen is covering it.
red from the deck and trigger
But,
red effect. This will help us to add back the white back to our hand.
3 Puru draws is not bad, to be honest. I mean, 3 Pua draws, not bad.
We'll send Magnoliger and summon itself so we can overlay for Luster X.
And that's probably why he's sequencing things the way they are. I will have to think about... I mean, I think the combos, to me, they're fine. Like, if it just results in 3... Wait, 6? Wait, the combo's not done.
Field spell, target the 2 on field and the 1 in grave for a Magnus with a grand total of 6 materials.
All right. That last one doesn't count because Magnus prevents the final draw. So 6 draws is okay. As we pretend Nib isn't real, it's a ghost sighting. Yeah.
Attached and 4 cards in our hand. Now this is the Zatan red-blue route that ends on 7 material Magnus with 1 discard and both black and white attached. Alphen summons out red.
Why? Okay. Did it just lower my... I will lower the speed. Because it just lowered the fucking quality. Wait, it's still 1080p? That's a lie. Yeah, it's 10... What the hell? That's cap. All right, I'll do that 1.5. We're almost done. We have 25 minutes left. We're almost done.
1, and red chainlink 2, targeting Zaytan in the grave, adding it back to our hand. Black will add layer 19, and at first chance, we'll activate Spike, banishing Alphen to get out Carrier, followed by layer 19 to summon out Blue. Blue is going to add white to our hand. As you can see, we already have Zaytan here, and that's going to be for help with discard fodder as well as materials. So we're going to use 1 discard here to get into Magna Liger, and then we'll use white's effect to send the Magna Liger, summoning itself.
I guess you revive black layer for
Lustrix.
Lustrix.
And white, chainlink 2, to send another copy of itself. White number 2 gets us into Alphen, giving us discard fodder, although we've already actually passed the point where we need it, so it won't really matter. It's just an extra card in our hand. White and black overlay for Lustrix, and we'll use Zaytan to special summon itself and target blue to get into level
10 AP auto versus 10 AP manual.
Of course, if you already used Zaytan special
That's a
summon
thing? I didn't know that.
earlier to start this combo, then you can just use it as discard fodder here to turn it into Grand Pulse. As you can see, we've already made Magna Liger, Lustrix, and Grand Pulse, and we are going to send the field spell targeting all mechs and attaching all of them, including the red in the grave. This will give us a 7 material Magnus, and he has both black and white attached, all at the cost of 1 discard. You end up with Alphen in hand. But you know, if you really want to save that discard, here's a way you can get a 6 material Magnus with 0 discards off of Zaytan into red into blue. Alphen summons out red, black and blue go to grave. Black chainlink 1, red chainlink 2 targeting Zaytan like before. Red adds back the Zaytan.
You can just destroy it because there's no must-win games.
Spike immediately.
I think just by virtue of, like, unless it's a rank up or something, just by virtue of needing a 50% win rate to climb ladder, sometimes I'll respect Nib, but I don't believe that Master Duel players play enough Nib. It's already made fun of a lot among casual circles, or like people will say, "Oh, I bricked on Nib" or something like that. Like, Nib does not seem like a widely played card from my experience. Maybe people will cope on the 1 Nib, but then like it only registers as a threat under max or something like that. No, Nib is really good this format. Like, Nib is. No, actually, like, even by itself, it's still good. It just sucks that if it gets minstreled, but like, no, it is actually very good this format. And then you also have the added thing of just opponents playing greedy into Nib. Yeah, you know, genuinely, it is actually really good this format. Which is why I kind of tolerate it a little bit. Crow is also good this format. Yeah, Crystron. It's pretty good in Crystron. There's, you know, you can trade with Fiendsmith. It's not terrible. Crow's not a terrible card. It's just mid on its own, but you just play other hand traps, you know.
Out. Now we'll layer 19 into blue. Blue's going to get us a search for white, like we did before, except this time we will pitch the white.
Nib play less is Luke. Yeah.
Get us an Alphen to our hand, and now we'll do something interesting here. We're going to use Magna Liger's effect to destroy itself. Magna Liger can target any monster on the field and destroy it, including itself. And the reason we're wanting to do that is to trigger Red's effect. Red will then revive back the white that we discarded, and we'll pitch Alphen to target blue to make...
Yeah.
Now we can use Zaytan in our hand to summon itself and match the level of the white to overlay. Of course, if you had
to Crystron
this combo, you couldn't do that part.
Yeah, what are you playing?
and target white to make Lustrix. Now the only downside with that is that this would be a 5 material Magnus in that case. But here we go. We're going to make a 6 material Magnus with the Search Lock up. In this branch, we don't have black attached. It's only just white layer, so keep that in mind. Now this Zaytan route is the only one...
I see why it's 1 less material, because the Magna Liger pop itself. I see that. I see you.
1 discard 100% of the time. You normal summon Zaytan, get out Alphen, Alphen reveal blue, red, black, and black is summoned. We'll go red, chainlink 1, targeting blue. Black, chainlink 2 to get into Lustrix, attaching the red. Blue gets summoned back, and we'll activate Spike first thing we can. Now Lustrix...
You're playing SC and Mathmech?
And black will get us into layer 19. We'll activate layer 19 to summon out red. In this case, red...
Yeah, I can see that.
And well, we can later use it to special...
No, I can see that.
Overlay with Magna Liger to get into a 2 material.
Do they nib you after Zombie Vampire?
That if you did have to special summon Zaytan to get this going, no problem. Again, you just use it as a discard fodder to get into Magna Liger this way. It just means 1 less material. It'll still produce a 6 material Magnus. We'll have to discard 1 final card here to get into Grand Pulse. It's the only route out of all the ones that I've shown you that has a 100% mandatory discard is the Zaytan Black-Red route. So we'll send the field spell target all 3 and make Magnus with a grand total of 7 materials.
Oh, okay.
Now I know a lot of Super Quant players are wondering, how do we play around Nib? Nib is definitely the enemy of all combo decks, as I've said many times before, but unfortunately it is the fact of life that Nib exists, and I don't think that it's going to get banned anytime soon, so we have to play around it. One of the best strategies to play around it is by using the Fiendsmith engine. In this example, I'm going to show you how...
I can't believe he saved the Fiendsmith shit for the end. I can't believe he saved the Fiendsmith shit, because that's like the the one build I'm actually interested in.
One copy of the teleport can not only go through all of the Fiendsmith combo all the way up to Caesar to prevent Nib.
Where's the Nib when I go like, oh yeah.
To be able to create
I don't even think Mathman can beat that.
Off of just E-Tele alone. So let's see how it works. First, we're going to be using emergency teleport in the draw phase to get into blue, and blue will activate its effect to search for Zaytan. Of course, Zaytan will special summon itself in the main phase, and then we'll tribute it to send Spike, but this time summoning white. Now, white will activate its effect to send black layer, so we can trigger black to add layer 19. At this point, you might notice that we have two bodies on board. We're going to go ahead and link those into moon. That will trigger white and blue. Blue will be used to shuffle back black layer. It's very important that you do this so that you don't have to have 3 blacks. If you do have 3 black layers in the deck, then that's fine. You don't have to use blue here. But since we are linking off both, we may as well link one, or return one of the blacks back. And then we'll only need 2 in the deck total for this combo. So blue shuffles black back, and the other 2...
Oh my goodness.
Anyways,
Yo!
let's go ahead and resolve. Blue will shuffle back.
Ray, how's it going, buh?
So before we go summoning Alphen, let's go ahead and resolve.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Hello.
Now, you don't actually need Lacrima in this deck. You just need one copy of Engraver, 1 Moon, 1 Requiem.
Oh my god. I did not get...
Engraver.
I did not get... I got caught. We're leeching content. Hold on. Ah! Okay, we got Ray shout out. Yo. How was... Ray, I have a question for you. Thank you so much for the raid, first of all. But I have a question for you if you're around. God, yeah, we got. We're gonna do the pocket thing later. So we're just killing time. Yeah, I had my question is what's called? Are you available on Sunday from 8 to 9 p.m.? I just got invited to play Peak with Arya, and I just wanted to ask if you were what's called, if you were free. If not, what time zone? Oh shoot, PST. I think that's PST. Good point. Yeah, PST. What's the time zone? PST. Oh wait, that might be terrible timing then. Yeah, I forgot he's EST. Or shit. Okay, if you're not available, that's fine. Maybe. Okay. I will let Arya know then. Yeah, you're a maybe. If you don't already have Peak downloaded, I could gift it to you. So that's the... You have to check your schedule? Okay. I know he's on the East Coast. Oh my god. Chill. Figure out what my mom wants to do this weekend? That's true. I have to check my schedule too. But no, I'm actually free on Sunday. I don't have Peak either. Don't worry, I can gift it to you. But just let me know. And I'll... Honestly, I could give it to you anyway. Is Engraver a Power Ranger or a Mask Ranger? He doesn't even wear a suit. He's like an aura farmer though. Didn't realize Ray had it. What's Peak? It's like, well, Peak could be many things, but in this instance, it's a game where it's a co-op game. You know, some may call it friend slop. You know, some people with no friends might call it friend slop. But you basically work together. It's a co-op game where you work together to climb a mountain. What if we stream Horse Girl Gacha? Wait, it's your birthday? Wait, it's your birthday this Sunday? Oh my god. If you got plans, then no, I hate Ray. He's such a bad guy. That's not true. This game it's literally called Peak. It's on Friday. Oh fuck, it's on Friday? Oh my god. Everyone wish, I don't know if he's already said it on stream, but everyone wish Ray a happy birthday or early birthday. Oh my goodness. Damn, that's such hating energy on his... Oh my god. Is Reggie invited? I don't invite myself to things, all right? July 4th? He not say it on the race stream. He's already dead in anime years. That's crazy. Okay. All right, thanks, Ray. I might DM you later, but the fact that some people are saying is killing me. I know, it's so funny. But yeah, okay. Yeah, I figured I'd ask. Okay, all right. Thank you so much for the raid. we're not doing too much except for leeching off this one guy's ultimate super quant guide. For those who don't know, I fucking love that deck. I was LARPing with that deck back when what's called back when it came out in High Speed Riders, and I was so happy when Calvin Tahan, that super quant representation, topped that one ARG. Himari, that sounds fun. Yeah, we're leeching. See, you can't call Ray a bad person when I'm literally straight up leeching someone's content. Okay, never mind. I fear that's all right. All right, but thank you so much. Yeah, I'll follow up, but you leeching good content? Yeah, I guess. Leeching is, I don't care if it's good or bad, it's still leeching.
Itself out a second time.
All right, well, we'll get back to the.
We'll go into Caesar. We'll put him over on the left there. At this point,
yeah, this is the only reason why I even think about this build. Like, no sales ban bullshit. All right, no sales ban called Nibiru bullshit. Just straight up Fiendsmith into Caesar, and then you don't die to Nibiru. I mean, imperm still runs your pockets, but this is the only reason why I'm even considering this, because making Caesar so you can just protect your. Wait, don't you get impermed here and then just want to explode? Wait, you can just get impermed here. Actually, not impermed, but like Veilered here and explode. It's like, you know what this reminds me of? When Tri-Brigade Lyrilusk would do their combo and then do the Lyrilusk combo and make UFD to protect against Nib, and then they would normal summon Tri-Brigade Kit and you would just imperm that. You're gonna explode? Uh-oh. You probably should get that checked out. All right, actually, this might be vulnerable. You end up 2-man Caesar. That's true. Maybe it's UFD. I don't remember. Utopic Draco Future or Utopic Future Draco. I don't know which one it is. But like, I mean, you do have Caesar. That's true. But I don't know. Like, maybe they just interrupt the Fiendsmith combo because they're afraid, and then you just normal summon your Alphan. But which actually, wait, did he start the combo with like a? Oh wait. Hold on. I forgot how he started the combo.
One copy of Emergency Teleport can not only
wait.
all of the Fiendsmith combo.
Wait, this might not be as. Is this based off TCG?
But then
yes.
It will set us up perfectly to be able to create a 6 material Magnus off of just.
Okay, but like if you start with the E-Telly, won't they just hit the blue layer? Because like there's no way you're gonna let the blue layer go through.
Just E-Telly alone.
So or even it
works. First, of course.
Yeah. No, this Zeton thing is fucking disgusting. You don't want this to resolve, I'm pretty sure, with my limited understanding. So, yeah, won't they just imperm this? Maybe the Fiendsmith route isn't real. Okay, whatever. We'll just skip ahead.
Blue here is the only thing we need to do. So we'll proceed now. Spike will banish itself and Alpha to get Carrier. And we'll activate Layer 19 now. This time we're going to be summoning out Black. Of course, Black will get us into Magna Liger and attach Red Layer in the process. Then we'll use the Carrier, target the White to make Luster X. Carrier again, pitch another card.
You actually have to discard 3, huh?
Voila. Here we have
1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6. What's that? 7 materials for Magnus. All off of Emergency Teleport. Now, to give you some point of comparison here, it used to be that Emergency Teleport and Alphen was a 2-card combo with 2 discards all the way to a 6 material Magnus. Now, we can use Emergency Teleport to not only go through the entire Fiendsmith combo, get Caesar out, but get a 7 material Magnus. And all it took was those same 2 discards. Pretty incredible stuff, huh? This time we'll see what happens when Red gets summoned. White and Black go to grave. Red targets the White in grave to add it back, and Spike will activate to activate Carrier. We'll Layer 19 to summon out Black Layer, and this time Black Layer is going to be interestingly going into Grampulse, attaching Blue from the grave. Carrier will discard 1 card, target Red.
Sales ban call Infirm easy.
Magna Liger, and triggering Red in the process to revive Black Layer, since we didn't already do that. Then we'll overlay for Luster X with 2 materials, and check this out. With just 1 discard, we're going to get, again, into a 7 material Magnus under Nibiru. Look at
okay, I did not see that line at all.
This time we'll see what happens when Black is the one that's summoned. Black and summon Red and White go to grave. We'll say Red, target White, and Black effect. Black will get us into Grampulse, targeting Blue. Red will revive White. And Spike will activate Carrier. Then we'll Layer 19 into Red number 2. Red's summon effect will get us Alpha.
You can Encore Magnus?
And we'll pitch 1.
Yeah, you can actually. Wait, yeah, Xyz Encore is a thing. What if we go second? What if we go second? I don't think scientists have figured that one out yet. Scientists are still debating on that issue. Good question. Um, what do you mean LMAO?
Card to target Luster X. At this point, I can say that.
The truth is, I actually don't know until I pick up the deck. But chance, I don't know what this deck does into a detonator. I'll be honest. Genuinely, a fucking detonator might cook us. Yeah, one step at a time. Yeah.
You can actually discard the white and make this combo a 7-mat Magnus with only 1 discard, or we can discard a second card and then keep that white in hand, attach it to one of the mechs, and make a 8 material Magnus. It really just depends on what you want to do here. But so I'm going to go ahead and activate pitching the white, targeting the
We
red,
draw our hand to prevent the opponent from making a board.
Target all 3 and make a Magnus.
I mean, that is the strategy.
With a grand total.
But I feel like you can establish detonator through like hand traps.
Materials. Now, I've said before that Alphen and Emergency Teleport is part of a 2-card combo to get all the way to Magnus pre-support. This combo usually required 2 or even more discards out of your hand to get there, and it only produced a 6 material Magnus reliably. This was our best case scenario for a very long time. But now, thanks to the new support, you can do something else.
Beast mode!
We can lead with Alphen, and it can be completely negated with Ash, Impulse, Valor, Imperm, and we'll still combo all the way.
Is this just opening 2 starters?
Magnus through Ash, Imperm, Valor, or Impulse. Isn't that incredible?
Isn't this just like, oh yeah, I opened 2 starters. I beat the hand trap minigame. What the?
I'll show you how it works. We're going to normal summon Alphen and pretend it got negated. We'll extend with Emergency Teleport to summon Blue. Blue will get us into Zaytan, and Zaytan will summon itself. Zaytan will then tribute itself and send your choice here. Most cases, you're going to send Spike, and that's if you have Alphen. If you have Alphen on your field, and it was negated with Ash or Impulse, it will probably have gone to the grave. Or if it was negated with Imperm or Valor, you can just later activate its effect anyways, paying the cost tribute.
What if Alphen and Blue Man both get negated? You Beansmith combo, clearly.
Assuming you have Alphen somewhere on the
You make Caesar.
Spike, because Alphen will get into the grave with Spike. You can banish Alphen and Spike and then play Carrier directly. But if you don't even have access to Alphen, in this instance, you can use Zaytan to send Carrier instead. Just send Carrier directly, and we'll retrieve it later using Red Layer's effect. But we'll deal with that in a little bit. Let's continue on. Zaytan will send Spike in this case and summon out Black. Black will summon out Luster X, attaching Zaytan, and then detach Black to target a monster on the field, negates effect. It can be anyone here, but just to recreate the fact that I'm playing as if Alphen was hit with Imperm Valor, I'll Valor my own Alphen. Black will then add Layer 19, and we'll activate Layer 19. This will summon out Red. We can use Red's summon effect here to retrieve a card from the grave. Now, earlier, like I said, if you don't have access to Alphen and if Zaytan sent Carrier earlier instead of Spike, then Red would be adding Carrier back right now to your hand. And then you could just play Carrier out directly.
I feel like hand trapping Layer 19, if with Ash, is probably better. Because that's like your bridge to the 3rd missing name. And like if they need Layer 19, well, okay. Layer 19's not once per turn. That's like the issue with it. But the way this guy talks about Layer 19, he's like, oh, you should play 2 or something like that. You don't need 3. So I'm just like, this guy's making me think hand trapping Layer 19, like letting Alphan resolve, and then yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I'll think about that. When I play this deck, I'll be able to like figure out where to hand trap efficiently. Like
but instead, since we do have access to Alphen and we know it's going to get into the
but this just seems inefficient, like hitting Alphan. I feel like you'd want to wait for it to resolve. Because then, yeah. Pocket in 50 minutes? Oh my god, we're so close.
Actually, let's say Red target Black Layer and add it back to our hand. This will either save us a discard or give us extra material.
Pocket.
Now I'll activate Alphen's effect, even though it's negated, and get it into the grave. Again, this is as if it was hit with Imperm Valor. You can activate the effect, pay the cost, and it will be negated. Or if Ash Impulse stopped it, then it will just be in the grave, just like this. And then now we can proceed to use Spike to banish it and the Alphen to play the Carrier. Now we'll activate Carrier, pitching a card in our hand, targeting Blue.
No, it's not. It's not.
Another card in our hand to target Red and make a 3rd mech.
It's still tallying, I'm pretty sure.
Yourself a discard, making this a 7-mat Magnus with only 1 discard through Ash, Imperm Valor, or Impulse. But you can also save that Black Layer to attach.
Are we gonna react to the Jesse video next, or the Ben back?
Let's check this out. Attach Black Layer, send the field spell, target all 3, and summon Magnus.
I'll decide.
Imperm Valor or Impulse with 7 materials.
I know. I want to
the
play.
Same cost as the original combo of just 2.
I want to play Pocket.
Incredible. Now here's some general tips for you about these combos. If you ever draw,
Would you play Paradise in this?
Can send Green Layer from deck to discard the
Maybe.
and get you a draw in the process.
What if they
Combo
kaiju?
exists where if you draw both green and spike.
What if they kaiju? Don't worry. Magnus has the revival effect to summon 3 bodies to protect your life points. You know what would probably be the move is probably to end on black layer in hand or something like that. What if they shift her? Okay, bro. Okay, that response with the kaiju was cap. Okay, the Magnus, when you kaiju a Magnus, none of those cards do anything. None of those cards do anything. They just flood the board. But maybe you black layer in hand to summon Magnite. That's only one interaction, like one pop and or Book of Moon and or negate. So it's not that crazy. All right, like, but maybe you end on black layer in hand. Just say we could. Yeah. You can add back black layer with blue coming. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, he mentioned that before. No, but that is nice. That is quite nice. I do appreciate that. Yeah, I forgot Duke of Demise has the add. I know it has that effect, but like, yeah. Ending on black layer sounds like something you'd want to do. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna be that hard to make Magnus, but maybe not through 2 hand traps. But we'll see. Honestly, who's gonna play kaiju for this shit? All right, who's got the room in the extra deck? We just say fuck it. We ball.
You can still full combo, but I'll have to refer you to my friend VamYGO for that one. Or if you draw a layer that you would normally reveal off of Alphen, you can substitute green in Alphen's reveals in its place. When green layer
actually plays it,
the super quant that's in your hand, and when green layer gets sent to the grave, it will discard the super quant that's in your hand. In either scenario, it'll be the same result as if the one in your hand was in green's place, except you'll have a bonus effect. If green gets sent to the grave, you get a draw, and if green gets sent, you get an extra material under Magnus, since green can be attached to any of the super quant mechs. Even though green layer isn't required in any of these combos, it still has a use in every super quant deck. When Alphen resolves, prioritize chain blocking your search effects, then Red's revive effect, in that order. If you can protect the search effects with Red's revive effect, do that. If you need to protect Red's revive effect from an unlikely ghost spell, then you can do that too. Just make sure it's not chain blocked with the search effect. The one on the field can usually be the last in the chain, since it won't be likely to be interacted with anything except for Imperm or Veiler. And in that case,
that's helpful.
Block to defend against those anyways. So you may as well make the one on the field the last in the chain. Except if the one on the field is green layer. Green layer should always be chain link 1.
Oh, he's gonna bring up this one interaction. I mentioned this at the beginning. Green layer pitches for cost, and if you have red layer, you can pitch with green layer the quant in hand, and then red layer will activate chain link 2. You can target what you pitched. He's gonna say that. If he does, he's the GOAT. But it's honestly just one like specific interaction that has only come up like once or twice in my experience playing the deck, and that was a long ass time ago. I don't even know if it even applies nowadays.
Summon out a super quant such as blue or white or red.
Yeah.
On the previous chain, then blue, white, or red will miss timing. So
okay, that's also
layer on field, chain link 1. Activate
okay, that's always true.
As soon as you possibly can.
Never mind, he's not gonna bring it up. I don't think it's relevant.
And use a Bestial or Deeded Crow to remove Alphen from the graveyard before you can banish it with Spike. And even if you have another Alphen in hand, getting it into the graveyard without carrier will be virtually impossible, unless you have some kind of discard outlet. But if you activate Spike before they realize this, it will banish Alphen for cost. No hand trap can stop Spike after it activates, but they can definitely stop it before. Blue does not usually need to be activated on the first turn, with the sole exception being the anti-nib lines used to shuffle back black so that you don't have to have 3 copies in the deck. Otherwise, you'll usually want to activate blue on the following turns. If you want advice on what to shuffle back, you'll need to look at your graveyard and ask yourself if you have enough targets for either Alphen or Layer 19 to resolve. Those 2 cards are our follow-up plays, so make sure that you have something in deck for them. Blue is also useful for shuffling back Magnus. In general, I'll use blue to shuffle back red, since summoning or sending red off of Alphen and summoning red off of Layer 19 is going to be a great option. You can also shuffle back black, since again, sending it or summoning it off of those 2 cards is going to be really helpful. So prioritize, shuffling back Magnus, red, and then black. You can also shuffle back white. White being back in deck will allow you to get into more and more copies of Alphen, so that's always helpful. In general, you kind of want to avoid using blue to shuffle super quants out of your grave, because both black layer and red layer rely on you having good super quant cards in the grave. When you're using Magnus's shuffle effect, the best thing to detach is pretty much always going to be black or white, but always detach duplicates first. And the reason for that is because Magnus's effect relies on you having different names.
Dang!
If you go through 6 materials, but they're not all different names, then the search lock will stop.
Purely players will know
Madness
this.
is ever removed, like say with a kaiju or something, you'll trigger a massive stack of effects. You'll trigger black to add layer 19 and or white to add Alphen. You'll trigger blue to shuffle back Magnus, red, and either black or white. And then Magnus will summon back 3 mech beasts. And finally, red can revive black or white as the last in the chain to chain block all the other effects. Here's some tips about hand traps.
Yeah, but like that doesn't actually do anything. If you can, like, I guess if you have to use your battle phase, it matters because then they actually have like follow up for next turn. But that doesn't like it's not that crazy, you know. He just like glaze like, oh, you trigger like 5 effects, but like unless there's a black layered hand, I just don't see you just summon a bunch of bodies, like surely I don't know. It's a weird scenario. If you I think this only would matter if you kaiju, because like it's hard to play under Magnus to begin with because it's floodgating you.
And Perulia will usually only get a couple of draws off of you. For Perulia, we summon from the hand 1 to 3 times. We normal summon, we use Zaytan to summon itself, and we might use White to summon itself. Generally, it'll be 1 or 2 draws. As for Fubulos, we do summon from the deck 3 to 4 times.
Floodgate this, pants grab. Okay.
Often,
Okay.
Zaytan, and lastly, layer 19, which happens pretty late into the combo, usually. But because we don't rely on summoning from the extra deck until later in the combo, right before we make the Megazord...
The Colossus effect? It's like Droll, but it also works in draw phase. But yeah, it's pretty much like Droll. It behaves more like Droll. But yeah, it's very similar to Colossus.
Nearly as many draws off of us compared to most decks out there. For this reason, I've sequenced the combos to always leave making the mechs till as late
I mean, you end on a floodgate. You end on a floodgate. Like, yo, Plushy Bell, thank you so much for the raid. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh no. Here, let me shout you out. Yeah, Raiders. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, shout out. We got it. Hello, Jinbei-san. Oh my god. Hello. We are learning about super quants, but this is my introduction to the new support. I have like a basic idea of how they work. I remember being very pleased with the support because it pretty much all the issues I had back in the day, I mean, ignoring hand traps and Nibiru and all that stuff, are like solved. But like, I have not done my homework and like learned to play this deck. Genghis here? Yeah, Chungdra. I just ended myself with Demono effect. Uh-oh. Reggie about to get sued for stealing? That's true, but...
To avoid Fubulos getting any extra draws until it's time to make the Megazord. Don't make the mistake of playing around Fubulos. There is no board we can make that will be good enough. Trust me. On the flip side, the way I see it, your opponent can draw their entire deck, and they still won't find a card.
Yeah, you end on a floodgate. Like, we've seen the Paradise Smasher. I don't know. I've seen Josh lose the Paradise Smasher. He's gonna buy his way out with all his money. Gigaba. Yeah, you end on a floodgate. So I don't think, the Fubulos draws aren't that crazy. Like, I mean, you still draw into hand traps. That's nothing to sneeze at.
Once you've made it. For that reason, I say you should never be afraid to take the Maxi Challenge. Once you're in that position, the only hand trap they could draw that they might use to stop you is Nibiru. Nibiru is a fact of life. If you have protection against it, play it. If not, just play into it. Even if you know they have it, there is no guarantee that they will time it correctly. And if they're unfamiliar, they may just wait.
What is that card? Magnus?
I'd love to say.
Well, I did introduce it as a floodgate, so the chance of it being you calling it evil, it is kind of evil. It's just a Megazord with a handy it's like it's closer to Noir. If you know who Noir is, then you already know half of what Magnus does. Man, I love floodgates. Just unplug the batteries.
That we have any way to extend past it. Don't make the mistake of playing around Nib. Just like with Fubulos, there is no board we can make that will be good enough.
Yeah, I think you just have to accept, unless you play. He mentions play Sales Ban. He does have the Caesar combo with Fiendsmith. I think you just accept it. You just you let Nibiru slide into your DMs. I see Chungdra on the points. Oh yeah, we do have. Yes, yeah, Chundra DC.
It's fun to stay at the
Chungra.
DC. It's fun to
No, it's Helium.
Chundra DC. You can summon Chundra.
Yeah, that's what it does.
You can OTK anyone.
Play Super Quantum Tenpai?
Chundra DC.
That's devious.
Chundra DC.
Droll can be played around by activating Emergency Teleport in the draw phase whenever possible. Even if you're holding red, never wait until the main phase to summon red first and then activate Emergency Teleport. It's just not worth it. The most important search is Blue's search for
Chandra makes every deck better? Okay, I can't argue with that.
Search is for layer 19. If you already have Zaytan because you drew it or you used Eteli to draw, then make sure that the very
See, I figure you want to max out on this card. I don't understand why he recommended 2. Like you probably want to max out on this card because your opponent is probably wants to prevent you from accessing this, and then just hard drawing it, lets you extend. What am I listening to? If you're familiar with twitch.tv/UdeoYGO, otherwise known as Latin America's #1 Master Duel player, possibly one of the top 10 Master Duel players. He made a name for himself. Actually, he was already a known person, but he was basically streaming his Duelist Cup run. And he was having a blast, and his playlist played YMCA, and he was playing Tempai, I think, and while climbing the Duelist Cup, and he just made that song on the spot while singing to YMCA. Yeah, Chandra DC. Yeah.
first search you make in the main phase is for layer 19. In some cases, we can even get blue and black's search in the same chain before Droll even has the window to resolve. But unfortunately, in some lines, we need to add layer 19 to summon blue, and blue needs to search for Zaytan. Those lines, namely the ones where you start Alphen, are the most vulnerable to Droll, but you can definitely still make the Megazord around Droll. And that's all I've got for you today. Hopefully this has been enough to arm you with enough knowledge to confidently stroll down to your locals.
Knowledge obtained? Yeah. Lore. Important
so much
lore.
For watching to the end. I really appreciate it. I can't believe how much time
Alphen,
I spent on this video. It's been months. It was pretty much right after I heard about the new Super Quant support that I started coming up with new ideas and ways that I can describe how to play this deck in a way that's accessible for everyone.
Do not ask him about the code stuff. That stuff was... I don't know how accessible that code stuff was, but we don't talk about that. I think this is like legit. Oh, fuck. Pluggays are okay as long as they have cue cards. Yeah, he's like the best starter. Actually, not the best start, but okay, fuck. I was trying to uh-oh.
And that's all I've got for you today.
Okay.
Hopefully this has been enough to arm you with enough knowledge to confidently stroll down to your locals and win with Power Rangers. Thanks so much for watching to the end. I really appreciate it. I can't believe how much time and effort I've spent on this video. It's been months. It was pretty much right after I heard about the new Super Quant support that I started coming up with new ideas and ways that I can describe how to play this deck in a way that's accessible for everyone.
If Packy was cute, that's true.
It's possible to be playing this deck if they're interested. If you love the deck as much as I do, then subscribe for more Super Quant content and join us in the Super Quant Archetype Discord. It's not my server, but I love being in it. And you're welcome to message me anytime if you have questions. There's a whole community of people willing to help.
Now take this deck to Worlds.
I can't wait to see someone out there top with Super Quants, and I hope it's you. Once you do, let me know. Until then, I've been Plus Infinite. Thanks so much for watching. Stay cool, take care, and have a good rest of your day.
Oh, one last thing. Okay, I was gonna say something, but he has one last thing. When Morgana comes, let's go.
Hello, viewers. It's me, Super Quantal Fairy Alvin.
And me, Super Quantal Fairy Zaytan.
You're watching Plus Infinite. Subscribe for more Super Quantum content.
Subscribe or else.
Ay, 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 ay.
Bruh, you got the Vader Zim voice actor? What the fuck? Okay. I don't know. That was kind of cute. All right, this is the video I was watching. I should have okay, we can give him a like, give him a little subscription. I thought it was pretty decent. Like, it's not like I thought he was giving misinformation or anything like that. That's not something, that's kind of a bad way to put it. But it's a good starter. It's good. Unsub? No, thank you. That's too mean. But yeah, this was a good primer for someone. If you're like clueless about this deck, I would recommend watching this just to start. 35 minutes. Yeah, 35 minutes. Okay, okay, okay. I was looking at the Dylan Sprouse thing with the what's called. It wasn't Dylan Sprouse wasn't as like he was no Zayn Malik. I'll say that. He was pretty interesting to watch. Kind of funny. It was kind of funny to see it. Um let's see. I don't think I'm gonna watch Jesse Perez. All right, I think Jesse Perez. We have a cooldown from Jesse Perez videos. I think we could chill on Jesse Perez for a bit. Dylan was on Sweet Life. Yeah. I find it interesting because I think they're using maybe it's a coincidence. Same thing. It's so cool. Yeah, but he says Chandra, not Chandra. Ben ban list then? Okay, we can take a look at the Ben ban list. All right, Ben made Ben. All right, keep in mind I am not a TCG player. I'm more of a I'm definitely a Master Duel Andy. All right, let's see. But this got a lot of traction. And we have 30 minutes to kill. So I guess it's banlist season. I guess around the time of the Oh, okay, first question. Is TCG expecting a ban list after Worlds or before? Randy? Yeah, I'm a Randy. Yeah. um are we when are we expecting? Why like usually I'm always surprised there's like ban list season talk before, but it would need to be like ASAP. Okay, got it. I think before. Okay, that's interesting. I don't think like I figured it's not gonna be super big then. Not because it's just this. I feel like I don't know. Like if we're thinking about I'm thinking about worlds. You know, Randy, Bob, Andy, Bob, Andy, Boba. But I don't know. I just think the last ban is so big. They might. I don't think they'll do minor adjustments, but they might ban a floodgate or two or something like that. Oh yeah, let me put on the song requests. All right. I just realized this was muted the whole time, so if you had any song requests previously, it played. I didn't pause this. Oh, they should do it to literally change the whole meta. Well, it's interesting because it's like I think TCG is expecting Justice Hunters pretty soon. I don't know if that's after or before Worlds though. Yeah, no, is Justice Hunters July 4th? No, that's gotta be Duelist Advance. RER Angie, yeah, sorry, please. I know you queued up something. That's my bad. That's far from the worst custom battles. Yeah. So he got some traction. Like someone replied to him saying, I forgot, but he got into some like not beef or anything. This is actually the most civil like banless discussion thread I've read. You know. Yeah, duet, okay. Oh, probably Justice Hunters isn't coming before Worlds, but eventually Justice Hunters is coming, and I feel like that's gonna change the meta already. They might address some decks, but you know, there's not a lot of decks that can hang with Justice Hunters. Mitsurugi probably can. From what I've seen of Mitsurugi, it seems pretty crazy. All right. Okay. So ban list we came with on stream today. I'm aware a lot of the unhits are going to happen. It's basically just a pool. I expect about a third to happen maybe. Oh, which is fair. So it's basically 2/3 wish list, 1/3 realistic expectation. I want to ban the rank 4 Xyzer's splash range, but the rest. I saw his reasoning for it, and I'm kind of fine with it. You know, it's like King of the Pharaoh Imps for me. Like, let's go. I find it funny if they ban with worlds in mind, seeing as how it's a format played by less than 30 for less than 2 days. Yeah. I wonder if like that's why some of the TCG and OCG ban lists don't align, so that those hits can overlap and they can be more effective. in determining. But I don't know. I don't know what Konami wants with the world's ban list. It's kind of maybe it's just like them trying to meet both formats in the middle because, or maybe they're just being fucking lazy and just combining them. Don't ban Splash. I don't need more hits just because I enjoy Cybers. I've heard someone suggest Lizardos as a potential ban, which is like, I don't know. I don't know Malice that well. But he does say Malice is hard to hit. Doubt Whitebinder against the hammer. Therefore, pseudo hits until next list. Maybe thread later. Okay. Now I see it as a way to spice things up. I think that's what people. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. Okay, so what did he ban? King of the Feral Imps. All right, this is debatable for sure. I can see both sides. I'm gonna both sides on the King of the Feral Imps. The zero bans would be fine. What's it called? This I fucking hate this card, bro. I hate Harpy's Feather Sword. Like, so I'd be glad to see it go. Mistaken Arrest, I can kind of see. I imagine it's a post side. You see this game 2 and 3. You know, it sucks that the side deck has kind of become, you know, like Floodgate Turbo. Well, okay, that's kind of like a bad way to represent. Mistaken Arrest seems like I don't think they're gonna. Maybe it's an old ass card. They could probably do it. He wants to hit all the broad bulls. Banshee, I could see that too. Gallon Granite, whatever. I okay. Like as far as like whether it's gonna happen or not, probably not. It took so long for talents to even be looked at. Actually, why am I comparing talents? But like, yeah, I don't even think it's getting banned. If they address it, it's probably gonna end up like being limited. You know. When I saw people citing Harvey's Featherstorm and Link 2, I knew it was over. You'll be kind of familiar with some type of shit like if the ban list changes the whole meta. True. It does. That do be spicing things up. Torrent statue. I guess that's fair. If Mermail already has sorry. Master Duel Brain is kicking in. Bahamut, right? Bahamut's banned. I mean, who's gonna cry over fucking who's gonna cry over Barrier Statue ban? Not me. Then there's Splash Mage, and that's probably debatable. Give you 3 Heavy Storm. Me? You're gonna cry over Barrier Statue? You play Mermails? You play Stun? Limited Dormouse? No. Okay, you're just gonna cry. These are just gonna be like those CG hits. I should? Okay. Ain't no way they're gonna ban Splash Mage. It might. It's an old ass card, but I find it hard to believe myself too. But they could just ban Minstrel. Is Minstrel still kicking? Like, is it like doable without Bahamut? I mean, you could probably still do it, but what's it called? I don't know what the TCG players are doing with Mermail nowadays with Bahamut ban. So that's like what I'm curious about. Then Malice and Underground. Oh wait, we don't have Prankins back. Minstrel is crazy. Okay, you can't just say this card is crazy. What is TCG doing with Mermail right now? We know full well Minstrel is crazy in Master Duel, but I need to know what TCG is doing. Like this is a TCG list. I don't play TCG. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't either. I mean, I don't mind a Minstrel ban, but I'm just curious what changed after the Bahamut ban. Trident. Oh yeah, she ain't back. Heavy. Okay, I just saw the heavy. Semi Havness. Is Havness at 1? Right, Havness is at 1, so this is an unhit. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna care too much about this. Striker. Yeah, why is this limited? Diagram, Chaos Space. Yeah. What the hell? This is like playing catch up. Lord Reload, I guess. Unlimits. Oh my god, Purely. Let's bring back Purely. The music minstrel plays is scandalous. Alright. So I was curious what people had to say. Alright, we got Jeff Jones. He's a known Malice player. What is that ban list? It's for TCG. It's a curves ball. Just for what it's worth, I don't think these unhits will like make these cards relevant. Maybe Purely? I don't know. What does Purely do to the nefarious detonator? Jeff Jones the GOAT? Yeah. Without trying to sound biased, I think hitting Malice and even Rizio again would be really weird with Justice Hunters. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Justice Hunters is probably coming. OCG Malice was 100 times better. Decoder, 3 fields, field 3 rabbit. Apo, even close. It's best deck. I would love to add talents in my... Yeah, why isn't talents in there? Where's talents? I actually wouldn't mind talents being gone. Yo, Jinbei-san, thank you so much for the follow. Let's go. I agree, therefore no Rizio hits. For Malice, I think it depends on the date. EU WCQ is going to be pre-Justice Hunter, so I'd personally appreciate changes before and even with Justice Hunters. That's still a small gamble. Is Mass still tier 1 in OCG? I don't know, actually. I would assume it's probably... Oh, from what I heard, at least what I heard, I mean read from like tweets from OCG players, the ban list did address Malice already, but like bans like Appaloosa like weren't super like they didn't change too much. I think Malice is playable, I think, in the OCG, but I don't think it's like one of the best decks right there. Our friend is tier 2.5, so I guess it's not one of the best decks, but it's still playable, I guess. Batty Talents? No, Talent sucks ass, bro. I fucking hate that card. I fucking hate it. I'm surprised CCG hit it. Like, genuinely. I'm genuinely surprised. Like, holy shit. K9 VS strongest. Let's go. When are we gonna get the what's called? The Yummies. When are they coming back? You seen Minstrel on the side deck without hand ripping? Oh, okay. Ban tactics cards. Hey, KBJ. How's it going? Yeah. I can be trusted with 2 to 3 rap here, I swear. Bro, this is the Suship guy. Nah, we don't trust this guy. Did not. Bro's gonna summon fucking Suship, Gunkan, Suship, Sherry. Oh my god. Nah, Rat Pierre, yeah. Nah, I'm not. I don't trust this guy, brother. Yeah, do not let this man have access. You think any real Mitsu hit besides Pharaoh Imps would be too early, like Haba, Prayer to 1? Oh, this guy, it's Felix Pfeiffer. Aries Zach could be unbanned to do nothing. I wonder about Broad Bull. Broad Bull sounds like a gamble, but we'll see. You know, like, there's a good chance it doesn't actually do anything. But Broad Bull's like the one where like I'd be kind of apprehensive. But, you know, I get it. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. Broad Bull search Sengenjin. Okay. I mean, I was told that you can already search with Gallon Granite. So maybe maybe that's a double standard, but still. But you think any real Mitsu hit besides Pharaoh Imps would be too early, like Haba, Prayer to 1? Prayer to 1 is fine, solves a few issues. That solves Droll, right? Like you can actually Droll them. It will only be playable on decks it should be in. Like what decks do you have in mind? Like Invoker and MD? Okay. What's it called? Prayers I don't like taking risks to kill Mitsu and leave an unhealthy purish Mitsu, at least enable interaction. Lunalight? Oh, yeah. I wonder what Lunalight does with the Broad Bull. I don't think it's... Oh, with the new support? I don't know, actually. I think... I remember last time it was, like, fucking... the Lunalight... Actually, it's been a while since I played Lunalight. And I haven't paid attention to the new support. Maybe. I mean, isn't that, like... Yeah, I don't know. Is that even, like, that crazy? Mitsu easily hangs with Juhu. Okay. All right, this guy also plays Malice. Killing Malice's heart is kind of unreasonable since the deck is getting worse and worse with Daedalus too. All right, this guy plays Malice. 25% top cut share is a lot. There's 3 choices. Leave it be, which he obviously doesn't get. Ban binder or ransom, which I don't think you should dismantle the resource loop identity. Yeah, that'd be weird, right? Like you'd actually be, you know, it's like banning. I don't know what's good. Like it's like banning purely. This guy reeks of. I think he plays other decks. I think he played tier before, but I'm just like that's just my my intel might be outdated. The issue is not splash, but weakening even more consistency with is the biggest issue. Aren't already. Oh yeah, it does detach for cost. Lunalight, isn't that the one you banish to make your opponent? Yeah. That's the card. It belongs to that archetype. That's yeah. The card you're thinking of is in that archetype. They actually use it as like a play. They use the other effects of that, but yes, it does have that effect. Actually, you probably can trigger it now more easily now in the Lunalight deck. As long as people don't play mining, I'm not taking consistency complaints. That card is so bad. It will never be a real option for it, so I don't think it's fair. I'd rather get binder banned and play with more consistency, and I think that also makes the deck a bit less frustrating to play against. Malice players are just spoiled, to be honest. The card is bad because it's more optimal max flex spot, which is a format issue. I think it's acceptable to nerf a deck. They have to play a Rota to get to their best starter. See Mathmech. Yo, Mathmech mentioned. Yeah, I mean, mining's not like that. I understand, my bro. When I activate mining and pitch a card, even in the absence of Ash, if there's other hand traps, I feel like, okay, I'm just talking about mining of Mathmech, but that pitch does add up. It makes me want to Ben's cooking. But I don't know, like what's so wrong about that? Like what's so wrong about how, I mean, I get it because mining's not that great of a card, but like you do have mining. Like I don't know. That card is bad because it's Asheville -1, which the deck is kind of almost immune to it. Yeah, let's go! Finally, my non-engine can. I don't really think there's a non-engine space issue, so 12-15 are decent in the format. Everything feels bad, or you rather let your opponent go. Do you think they play Small World? Yeah, so we're giving a deck a little more vulnerability to Ash. Seems like a good thing. That's what I'm saying. Make it more interactable, especially with normal hand. That's what I'm saying. Mining has a downside. Therefore, I'd rather die. I'm sorry, like everything about Malice feels really good. I don't know. I'm not a Malice player, okay? All right, but I don't know. I don't feel like that makes the deck lose more identity than banning Binder. What does it even mean? Like you get Ash? Oh no, my deck! I can't play my deck. My identity's gone. I have to play a Cybers card. My identity in the Cybers deck is gone. -1 Dormouse. Main hit here, Splash Mage. Still think the deck is overconsidered if people opt out of lore mining willingly. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like I know mining's a bad card, but so not poorly into format. We don't want more consistency. Cybers. I'd rather any other cards than playing Tachyon. Because how bad that card is. He's just saying -1 bad. And to me, that's just saying, okay, then you got a good hit or something. I use a generic ritual to get Ash and I just stare. The Forbidden lives still Malice identity, as we all know. Okay, how much more do we have? We have 15 minutes until the next pocket update. So this killed 15 minutes. That was a funny exchange. I thought it was kind of funny. Because to me, it's just like, if this guy is like up in arms, like, okay, it sounds like a good hit. Like, it's actually doing something. Like, I don't think he's gonna drop the deck. I guess maybe he'll drop the deck. I feel like that's like whatever. There's gonna be more decks to play anyway in the future. You have Justice Hunters, whatever comes out, and I don't know, like maybe because it's TCG. I don't want to put, but maybe because it's TCG, it's hard to move on to a new deck because of accessibility. So that's true. Maybe my Master Duel privilege is speaking when I say this shit. I think swapping Protoss for Banshee is a better pick, and I would put Zoo Barrage to 2, and with much coping, Norden back to 1. Actually, like I said before, I think someone mentioned unbanning Norden. I don't think I'd blink. Not gonna lie. I don't think I can't comment on whether it's gonna be toxic or not, but I wouldn't be surprised. Like it's been so long since Norden was banned. I'd be curious to see. This is Vita for real players. Oh my god. Like, okay, I guess just from this exchange, it makes it sound like the deck is unplayable, which does not make sense. Like, the deck sounds playable. Like, I don't think you're gonna explode because you played your -1 searcher. Maybe like competitive wise, maybe, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. What do I say? What do I say to that? All good things come to an end or something. I don't know. You want to talk to the Zero Poly? I'm curious. I'm curious about. I want to see it happen, and then I'm curious. All right. Let's call. Both is fine regarding Protoss. Banshee just future proofs a little bit, and Protoss has reasonable cost attached to it. Okay. All right. A little bit on the Banshee defensive to the bias, dude. It takes grit, character to admit your bias. It's fine. This guy is chilling. There are a lot of interesting Snake Eyes combos that need Banshee to work, but still, I understand. Most civil banless discussion. Most civil banless discussion. I mean that unironically. Most of the time, people say that ironically. Push back on is Gallant. You can remove Fossil Dyna. There's just a good rock at all. Besides, that's reasonable. You can just spam Packy and take out Granite as soon as the next good unfair rock releases. There we go. All right. I mean, yeah, it's debatable. I'm not. Who's to say? If Konami's actually going to future-proof, we shouldn't pre-hit stuff like Paradise Smasher. Doubt it's gonna happen. Earth Statue as well. There was a tweet by like an OCG player who won tricks, trap tricks. I think she was like saying how it was like a whole the whole tweet was the beginning of the tweet was talking about how the way you should beat Nibiru shouldn't be to like play under it or something like that. It should be to play through it or something, to set up a negate or play through it, and then it closes it out. The punchline was, I choose to use Earthberry Statue to beat Nib or something like that. I forgot. I can't find that tweet. Pro has been an issue without Banshee before, but like that's Sword Soul. When has Sword Soul? Sword Soul has Protoss. I get like when Sword Soul was played, it was crazy. Well, it was actually leading to a few non-games. I was around during that time, but like I don't know if I'm gonna. I think Apollo would be banned. It's already banned in TCG. That's the neat part. This is a TCG ban list. We're in the TCG 2 based. Okay, okay, got it. 2 based. Sword Soul Ryuge gonna pop off surely. Can't it search Protoss? Now that I think about it. But it's Ryuge. Oh, it's harder to play through Nib. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. Yeah. But the Banshee ban is because of Ritual Beast or other thing? The Banshee ban, I think this is like Snake Eyes. Or I think, well, I think Ben's stance is like these level 4, rank 4 recruiters. I think he's just, I mean, it's also Snake Eyes. But I think it's also like, just so there's no double standard between all these rank 4 recruiters. Like maybe in the future there's more Pyro. Because he wants them to ban because of future proof. So in the future there's probably gonna be a Pyro. Like if you ban Granite, you shouldn't just like let if you ban Granite because of a hypothetical rock monster that becomes really good, you should probably ban what's it called? Banshee and I think Apple ban would be fine. In the future, in Master Duel, I don't know when it's gonna happen though. I feel like they're gonna lag on that. Ryzeo has Pyros? Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Okay, we have 9 more minutes until Pocket. MD is YGO. It is YGO Fiesta. Dude, it's crazy to me that we had Beatrice legal and Master Duel for, even though it was for 1 month, and it wasn't quite like, it wasn't full power Fiendsmith, but it's still crazy to me. We still had that. We had that going on. Like I don't. It just boggles my mind actually. I mean, I expected it. I did not expect them to ban Beatrice when Fiendsmith came out. Like, too good to be true. I'm curious as to why Splash Mage. I'm actually curious about this. Malice hit while tiptoeing around banning any of their Link 3s. Ah, makes sense. Okay, fair enough. Game update now? Alright, we're gonna get leaks. Okay, let me hold on. Hold. The rank 4 recruiters limited by being rank 4s. Also, it's not like every deck can search with them. Well, I think that's the point. Like, I don't think it's supposed to be like every deck has access to it. In the future, there's going to be some problem that you could have just snuffed out by by banning it ahead of time. But I don't think that's going to happen. Konami doesn't do that shit. But yeah, like he's not just saying, I mean, he already said like you can ban Fossil Dyna, but if another one comes out, you could probably just ban Gallon Granite. Like right now we can say definitively Dyna should be banned, but like the idea is in the future. But honestly, like I don't think ban lists work that way as far as Konami is concerned. Which game? It is TCG Pocket. Let me see. Okay, is it connecting? Orm. Read my last message. My take is ban cards when they're currently a problem, not when it could. I mean, it's at the end of the day, this is just a ban list discussion. All right, don't worry. I wouldn't stress over which one's more correct. All right, like. That's already like a thing, something most people, it just seems like something that like most people can agree on. So it's like, I don't know, it's not a big deal whether it happens or not. I agree with that take. I mean, for sure, like I said, it's something that's agreeable. I think it's better to hit the like people search. Do people actually search? I actually have not seen that happen. Like, I've never seen someone use Tachyon to search Dyna. I have not seen that. Like, I think people were so confident that was going to happen, but I have not seen that. Genuinely have not seen that happen. I seen it in MD once. Okay. All right, so we're downloading data. I saw it came to me in a dream, in a dual live replay. All right. Okay. But I know have they done it? It's on a couple empty lists. I mean, I'm not saying it's not, but is that a problem? You can argue that's not a problem. Like, it is something people commonly cite, but but anyway, the point is it's debatable. Like, I don't think you can agree with it, and I can probably find other people who agree. Like Ben was willing to concede that, like, okay, yeah, let's just ban Fossil Dyna, or let's ban what was the other? But if something, if it happens again, you'll probably have to reconsider. I mean, no one's gonna care about. No one's gonna cry tears when Pachycephalo gets banned. All right. I used the first example that came to your head. Okay. Oh my god, this is a lot of data. To be fair, I don't connect to Wi-Fi. My phone is kind of busted. It just does not connect to Wi-Fi anymore. I don't know why. It actually is really annoying. All right, 24%. I don't know. What do I do? I guess I could change the category. Let me see if there's any pocket leaks. I guess it won't happen this soon if we're just downloading data. I will never reconsider banning Fossil Dyna over another card. That's not what I said. I said if there's another problematic target, you could probably, at some point, you're gonna have to reconsider. If there's more than one in the future, you might have to reconsider. Like, the recruiter that makes all those problems accessible might just be the easier thing to shave off. But you can ban Pachycephalo. Like, that card on its own is pretty obnoxious. But like, yeah, I mean that's the whole deal with future proofing. Then do it in the future then? I mean, I guess you could, but I'm just saying. Like, I don't think either approach is like not either approach works for me. I don't think doing one or the other, I'm gonna be upset. Oh, you're just memeing? Oh, okay. Curry buh. All right, we don't have any. I'm looking for some pocket leaks. Let's see. Let me go on YouTube. Let me see if we got some clickbait YouTubers going like, this new set is amazing? Oh. Wait, these are already known. CCGs. These are already known. So the next set that's coming in Pocket is EV Grove. I'm praying that this set isn't that crazy. I do not want to use hourglasses on this shit. I don't think it's good to ban things based on Lettermate. If we want every single Morphage banned, what about Morphages do we want banned? There's nothing generic about them. Those cards are genuine ass. I wipe my. They make the toilet paper and they show up in the toilet in my bathroom as toilet paper. TCG zone. That's not what future proofing is. It looks like they didn't update. We only have like the. Two hours and 35 minutes before the release and still no updated list. And I'm reading this. Oh, it's 11. All right. It's already 11. Up. Okay. I'm still downloading. Future proof to take cash examples. Opponent new ranks engine makes Rise hard an issue. But more rages have been used before. You can search dragons or in fact. They're not generic. They're in no way generic. There's no way we're saying this. They're about as generic as Pachycephalo. That is the least generic application I've ever seen. I think we're losing the plot. We need to move on from this conversation. If we're trying to use a Morphage as a way to disprove future proofing. Okay, I'll read what you have to say, So Shoddy. What's the yapping topic? Whether we should future-proof or ban the problem or something like that. You know, ban background granite or pachycephalo. No, I mean, I think future-proofing is fake just because those don't happen in ban lists. Like, it's just. But eventually they do ban something generic. It makes it right hard. They can do whatever they want. No, I mean, like, when before Brilliant Fusion was banned, people said like, oh, they can't print any good light target, and they obviously printed so many. The Brilliant Fusion was busted, but they also printed like busted light targets along with it, so they didn't care. At the end of the day, okay, you're not saying they're generic, but the problem with this is the last thing I'll say. Rank 4s are generic. They're accessible. They're extremely accessible. These are still in the game because they want to. What it was is the crown. I wish I could see. Is it Eevee? Don't tell me it's Eevee. The crown rare is Eevee. Oh, we're so close. 84%. You'll see? Okay. If it's Eevee bag, I'll crack up. If it's Eevee bag, I'm gonna be. God damn it! I have to like do this. Okay, at least we're almost. Yeah, we're 2 minutes late, and we still have to worry about whether it gets staggered or not. So we're not sure yet. Uh, 90%. No stagger, please. Yeah, no stagger, please. This ain't empty. When last time, I think the first set I couldn't log in because everyone was trying to get in. I forgot what was the first set. I'm trying to remember. Was it Spacetime Smackdown? The first one is the server exploded. Okay, all right. I think it won't happen again. It didn't happen the last time. Oh my god. Do we have to do like the installing updates or something like that? Your download slower than the speed of rock? Because I'm using mobile data. I'm using mobile data. If I was connecting to Wi-Fi, this wouldn't be a problem. You can open a booster pack. All right, let's open Eevee Grove. I'm not doing any 10 pulls on this. Sure, let's do Torkoal, Flamethrower. Discard a fire energy from this Pokemon. Okay. That's kind of mid. Minchino. Ooh. Mawile. Oh, this art goes hard. Powerful Vice. If your opponent's active Pokemon is out paralyzed. Okay, that's kind of mid. Whiscash. Huh. This does 10 damage to each of your... What the fuck? Orm. Oh my god. Galvantula? Discard all energy. Your opponent's active is now paralyzed. Sorry if I frustrated. No, you're not frustrating. I'm just saying, like, we're losing the plot if we're not talking about, like, rank 4s. We're talking about rank 4s, which are, like, extremely accessible. Guardian of Smiling Flowers? Okay, that was kind of... Alright, let's just look at the set list. Wait, we can open another one? Okay, we can open another pack. Alright, Torkoal, whatever. Dragonair. Wait, that's new. I don't know if this is a side grade or an upgrade for the existing Dragonair. Wait, so we have a new Dragonite line? I don't know. How do you top the original Dragonite? That card is Dratini Beat. Oh, okay. This actually can do something. Obviously, you don't want. Wait, this actually this is actually a direct upgrade from the original. The original is like 2 cost. Combustion. This is fine. This is whatever. Oh, come on. Bruh. Combustion. Okay, now I'm interested in what they introduced. Like, I don't think Dragonite's gonna be that crazy. I don't even think you play Dragonair anymore because of Rare Candy, but we'll see. Beat Stick. Let's see. How do I do this? All right, it's like the pack points, right? Tropius. Cutting Wind. 360 in its generic. What's the retreat? 2? 100 HP? That's whatever. Leafeon. Ah, dude, if there's a spoiler set. Yes, okay, we got the spoiler set. Fuck having to go through here. Okay, we're going through the spoiler set. Dang, how'd they do that? Okay, finally. Okay, we can actually, like... Am I blocking it with Pocket? I am blocking a bit with Pocket. Okay, so it shouldn't be blocked. Alright. Let me change the game category. No more Yu-Gi-Oh! No more Yu-Gi-Oh! It's time for Pocket. Orm. Alright, Pocket. Pokemon, TCG, Pocket. Yay! Pocket. Okay, so that should be updated. Oh, Applin. Bounce Sweet, Steenie, Sarina. Kickdown. Reveals random cards. Wait, this isn't too bad. I mean, it doesn't do that much damage, but that seems okay. Actually, 50 damage is kind of weak, but I guess if... I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. Ram. Appleton. Sweets Relay. Wait. Where's Flapple? What? It's another card that uses Sweet Relay. That's so funny. Ram. Flareon, Assisting Heater. Oh. Take one energy attached to one of your... That's okay. That's so funny. They might support Sweets Relay in the future then. Fire Spin. We kind of read this already. I like this Flareon though. It's only 40 damage though. So. Flare, Torcat, Incineroar, Darkest Lariat. Flip 2 coins. Attack. Isn't there like a Golurk with the Lariat? That's funny. Salandit. 30 Combustion. Okay. Combustion. Sweets. Oh, Vanillite. Oh, you just said Vanillite line has Sweets Relay. Wait, this is cool. I like this Vanillite line. Sweets Relay. It just has base 30. This is cool. Okay. Alright, Vanillux, come on. Double spin does 80 damage for each. Oh my god. Almamola, the demon. What the hell? What do you do with this? Watering, water gun. Is this just more HP? Primarina EX. Ooh. If this Pokemon has at least one extra energy attached, this does 40 damage. Sparkling Aria. Yo, Aria mentioned? Heal 20 damage from this Pokemon. This seems cool. 180 HP stage 2. This seems okay. Yeah. Actually, you know, I kind of like it, but maybe it's just like the I want the stat line to be higher. Heal 20 damage. I never feel like healing does very much, but Jolt. That's kind of troll. That's like Kakuna String Shot. Side Shot. What's Ba lore? I only know. Ba is just I think KBJ and Please. When they first started, they joined the channel. I think they just introduced Ba into the ecosystem, and I thought it was really funny. Ba, hello KBJ. Ba, Orm was also introduced by KBJ. Kuriba. I don't know who made Kuriba. That one's a new one. All right, science has gone pretty far. Sylveon EX, we kind of know this. Evo Harmony, 30 more damage for each evolution Pokemon on your bench. The heck? He's like a lot of setup. This is like some Uxie Mesprit type. Try to imitate. Flip a coin. If heads, choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon. Introduce the basic species? Yeah, that's Kariba. Choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon attacks and use it as this account. Kariba is true science has gone too far. I think it's like... Oh my god, that thing is so funny to me. I fucking love that guy. Balls is another one. I like balls, but I don't think we have enough balls emotes. What is that? Ryuj? I forgot I added that. Oh my god. Okay, balls is a good one. Balls actually made me crack up for like 5 minutes. I could not handle the power of balls. Try to imitate. If heads, choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks and use it as this attack. What the hell? I'm not flipping a coin for this shit. Miss me. Gasp your balls. Barboach. What is this? 2 energy for 30? Kick shot. Flip a coin and... Bruh. Okay, low kick is actually kind of a... It's okay. Oh, whatever. Card roll. Flip a coin during opponent's next turn. Prevent all damage. Bro, that's 2 energy. Okay, where's my EXs? Where are all my EXs out? Dragonite EX? Ooh. Make balls and dead. True. Dark Binding, Scratch, Sableye. Playful Knockdown. Discard all Pokemon tools from your opponent's active Pokemon? That's not too bad. That seems like there's Peck. Peck exists. And it's Starly. That's actually generic. You need to stop looking for your ex. It's time to move on. Okay. But Togedemaru, Bristling Spikes during your opponent's next turn. If this Pokemon's damage or attack, do 30 damage to the attacking Pokemon. Dude, this guy's kind of squishy though. Meltan, Melmetal, Mega Punch. Okay. Dragonite EX, Giga Impact. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. That's a lot of damage. 180? That's kind of nice. Drampa. Flip a coin, this attack does nothing. Are you kidding me? I'm out of here. I'm out. Eevee, Collect. Ooh! It doesn't do damage, but that can come in handy, not doing damage, if your opponent has Rocky Helmet or Poison Barb. So, I like this new Eevee, actually. There's I think the current best, quote-unquote, is legit an Eevee that says flip as many coins until you reach Tails, and then you do 20 damage. So you can either cheese or do nothing with that Eevee. But I like this Collect. Ooh, Snorlax EX. At the end of your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, heal 20 damage from it. Flop down punch. Pokemon is now asleep. Barry doesn't work on this, unfortunately. I don't know. Okay, I don't know if this card is that good. I think what makes Snorlax so good, and it got power creep by Silvally, is Barry. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. Like 130 HP. Double hit Apom. Catching Tail. You may put a random Pokemon tool card from your deck into your hand. Ooh, that looks cool. Wait, this might be cool. Ambipom? Wait, I like this. This is like, I mean, it's not a... Yeah, actually, this is... Okay, I could see this card seeing play. It's not super meta. Might not be super meta defining, but... Chatot, Tone Deaf. Your opponent's active Pokemon is not confused. Okay. Audino, do the wave. Just 20 damage for each of your bench Pokemon. Cinchino, slap. Man, Squabbit, Bite, Enhanced Fang, 50 plus. If this Pokemon has a Pokemon tool attached, the attack does 50 more damage. It's 3 costs. What the fuck? People are seeing success with Malice on my Rise. It'll be fine. Oh yeah, I'm curious about Onomats. Eevee bag. Leftovers. At the end of your turn, Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot. Heal 10 damage from this Pokemon. Huh. Oh, we were missing how. During this turn, attacks used by your Decidueye EX, Incineroar EX, or Premier do 30 plus damage to your opponent's Pokemon. Okay. Wait, these full arts go hard. That's it? What? Nothing super stands out. I think Sylveon EX is fine. Maybe Flareon EX would be okay. Dragonite EX sounds fun. I'm not too impressed by Snorlax EX, but... Ah, shinies! Ooh, immersive Eevee. I imagine it's gonna be all the Eevee illusions. I knew it! I knew it was Eevee bag! Dodo Circular is the best. Yeah. I want to use it sometime. I knew it was Eevee bag. This is such a flex. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking knew it was Eevee bag. Oh my god. Wait, they're reprinting Gallade as shiny? That's funny. Buh. Okay. That's so funny. Yo, shiny Farfetch'd. Okay. What do we do now? It's cool we got the new set, but I don't feel much FOMO from this set. Which is kind of nice. I don't know, maybe... I think Sylveon EX might see play, but probably, like, I don't know. I feel like some of these fit in specific decks. Eevee scammed, yeah. I guess Eevee EX. Yeah, okay, this doesn't seem too crazy. Let's see. Let me open up Master Duel. I'm not gonna do too much. I'm just gonna probably do solo mode. Is that my buddies, Reggie? Yeah, hello, Eurasius. We're checking out the new new update. I just went through all the cards. Ooh, rare pick. We went through all the new cards, and it's not. It's a good thing that the set's okay. Or like, oh, Nagana's out for the 3rd fucking time. Yeah, it's out. Yeah. I'm trying to save my gems, my hourglasses for next one. Yeah. So I'll probably do solo mode. Oh hey, it's Nevion. Oh fuck, maybe I should have used... So I had to pull from these less. This is actually a good pull. This pack low-key mid. There's some fun stuff in there, but like... Wait, holy shit, these arts are insane. Another Dragonite EX. Oh, I forgot with the new packs. Okay. I actually will use my hourglasses on this. Because I have 2 shots at a full art or a Dragonite. Yes, we got the Dragonite! Okay, we're goated. Maybe we'll troll with this deck.
All right, what do you have for missions? Shiny routes. Oh, true. The Galadivo line should be shiny. Or what do you have for decks? Garden of Smiling Flowers. Nice. Wait, this is from fucking Space Time Smackdown. Excuse me? Expansions. We still need Shining Revelry and Celestial Guardians. But got 2 Eevee and 2 Prima Arena in the 10 pull? Nice. Is there anything you want to build in particular? Any pulls? I'm not using any 10 pulls. I did do Wonder Pick and got a Dragonite EX. That was pretty hype. This is all I got for my pulls. I'm not using my... I don't think I'm going to use... I looked at the set. I'm like, okay, I don't think I'm getting FOMO. I'm just waiting for them to add Megas to break the meta. Oh, yeah, if they do that, that's going to be funny. Yeah, this is all I pulled. Starting from the Minchino. You only collect? Is there anything you want, though? Like full arts? But yeah, Dragonite EX. I got that from Wonder Pick. But I don't want to use more Wonder... I'm running low on hourglasses. Penny! Let's go! Hey, dude, if you get... Wait, what does full art Penny look like? That's pretty good. That's a pretty good full art. Okay, I'm gonna put this on. So all I'm gonna do is farm at this point. Purchase Poke Gold? Nah. We're not about that. Okay, the gold backpack yeah, the gold backpack is really nice. It's really funny. I don't think anyone expected that. Full art Ratka, Raticate, Alolan Raticate. Do I really have to click on this? Buh. Okay, let's go. Solo mode. Alright, let's just get through these. Beanie deck. Fire type, put 3 basic Pokemon. Wait, say fire type? What the hell? Where's my fire type? Okay, good. Did I miss opening? We're not spending hourglasses on. I think the next pack... I don't know what gen it's gonna introduce or whatever, but we might spend hourglass. I'm actually kind of low. Like, you don't earn that many hourglasses per month. It's like legit less than. You earn basically 5 per month. So now we're just doing solo mode, and I'll probably call it. I mean, I can buy hourglasses from the shop because it's reset monthly, but I think I need to wait a couple more days. Is Snorlax strong? I'm not sure, but like 4 costs for 130 damage seems like a lot to ask for. What made the original Snorlax? Because it also has 4 costs for 100 damage. You could lower the cost. Oh wow, I'm so blessed. You could lower the cost with Berry. You pulled Vaporeon? Alright. Surely we're not gonna read into that. We're not gonna read into that. Sure. Beat Punk.
Oh yeah, 1st of July. Okay, so it's just legit. The 1st of the month. Wait, it has Snorlax? Yeah, the Snorlax art is pretty nice though. No, Arcana Force. Oh my god, the Arcana Force. Say it ain't so. For an APX. Okay. Looks like he dies. Once the mall got like 4 little what's that? I like Snorlax. They're just like me. Snorlax is cool. You know who also likes Snorlax? Like a lot? Probably matches your enthusiasm for Snorlax. Guess who also likes Snorlax? Actually, I don't know. I don't think you can match their enthusiasm. Never mind. I just remembered a specific detail about Snorlax. It's like little figures of Pokemon made of rubber. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Okay, Genmu spoiled it. Oh, sorry. Nevion's belt boiled it. Yes. Wait, this was bad. I shouldn't have done that. Snorlax doll. Oh wait, I actually didn't pay attention. How much HP does Snorlax EX have? 160 is okay. That's actually pretty good for basic. That's actually really good for basic, actually. Yeah, there's Snorlax lore. It was 160? Dang, you have good memory. You have good memory. It was 160. But yeah. Genmu might like Snorlax a little. Yeah, there's a famous Genmu tweet. It's it's something. Wug Trio sweeping solo. Let's go Wug Trio. Add leftovers and bros healing 30 every turn. Oh, you're right. I guess that's the point. I see what you're saying. Guzma isn't real. Okay, all right. I forgot about that. We got the Tatsu, Espeon, Dondozo. You got a Dondozo for the little bro? That's cute. And Wooper and Paldean. Oh, that's cute. Yeah. Nice. All right, Torcat. Water Pokemon. All right. We have my Gyarados deck. That's. I swear to God, it's OP. Yay. Don't you like Eevee? Eevee's cool. I think my favorite evolution. It's probably either Espeon or Sylveon. I did not mention Vaporeon in any of my responses, Nevion. I'd like you to take that back. You're good. You're good. I'm kind of glad Misty's out of the format for now. There's no laws against the Pokemon. Batman. Alright. Alright, chill. Orm. Alright, you can't attack. Vaporeon. Espeon the Go, just a little Sphinx cat? Yeah, you're right. Minus the wrinkles. But yeah, it looks like there's. Oh yeah, Purely's literally Eevee. Like there's like that. People debate it's like a dog or a cat, but Purely's literally just Eevee. But you think they'll add Buh to give Buh an evolution? Is Eevee dog or cat? Really, all of this Yugi. Is Yugi. Here's Eevee. If Eevee's good. Nice. We love Eevee. Burret. Eevee more like a fox. Yeah, I think I think they can figure out the. There's no way he's attacking with Apom. Don't do it. Oh. Eevee is a rat. It's been 30 years and still no tiger Pokemon? Ooh. Wait, is Incineroar not a tiger? Scarlet and Violet Sabertooth. That one I don't remember. Incineroar is like a cat. Raikou kind of looks like a tiger. Okay, Raikou does. Yeah, that's true. Raikou does look like a tiger. I guess it's Sabertooth also. Is a leopard? I mean, it's got tiger stripes. Hello, Stuffy Snooze. We're just playing Pocket. We got the new pack. We read what's in the pack, and I haven't pulled much. Start. It got stripes, so does Electabuzz. It looks like it's also like a quadruped. Like it does have the what the fuck? Not cool. Give me a basic. You can't goon to this. What the fuck? What goof? Oh, this isn't Shadowverse. I see. No, this isn't Shadowverse. I still have to. I still have to tap into Shadowverse. Give me a buzz egg. Pocket TCG. You can goon to anything you try hard enough. I would prefer not to. Oh, maybe I should have just attacked. Go on professionally. Let's see. Oh, you mean goon professionally? Okay, that was a clever one, Nevion. Why do I have Hitmonchan in this fucking deck? Da, 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 da.
Okay, finally we can start. We developed our magnet zone. We can. Duh. All right, we beat the CPU. We're so ready for ranked. I can't wait for ranked to show up in Pocket. Can Reggie beat Turbo Granny? No. No, I don't think I can beat. How did he beat the CPU? Holy, I don't know. Scientists said it couldn't be done. We're done with this? Okay, cool. Solos the verse with the power of buh. Okay. Active 2 with the fire type. Put a stage 1. I think I'm just gonna clear these. I can figure out, you know, get all the tickets later. No, don't explode Buh with the magic wizard cat. Night Rain stream? I think I fell off Night Rain. I'd rather play Claire Obscura before playing Night Rain. Hello, Moga Servo. When did I add a buff lip almost explode? When did I add that? Because I remember using it. Too busy playing gacha games for Night Rain. True. Unks survived Gamage. Buff lip almost explode. Alright, we're gonna fry this Leafeon, it's fine. But I still have to get Masterful with Mathmex in, but there's just a lot of stuff going on that I wanted to play. I'm still playing Date Everything, by the way. We still need to finish Date Everything. And like, I'm probably gonna 100% that. Oh my god, what have I done to myself? What happened to the water energy coin flow? That's what I was just, because I just brought in my water deck just to KO my opponent. I'm just like, wait, I forgot we were on that, like, I forgot we did that back in the day. Will you play Peak with other streams? So I got invited to play Peak with, you know, Aria, right? Nevion, you know Aria. Ariartix, twitch.tv/Ariartix. You can head to bed, road tripping tomorrow. I'm not excited for a 12-hour drive. Enjoy stream. Oh yeah, thank you. Good luck with the games. Thank you so much. Cheers to you. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, Aria said you wanted to do something, I think this Sunday. I invited Ray. He might be doing something though. If he does something, that's fine. I'm not gonna cry. But no, my memory's fried. I was studying too much. Aria Artix is a jellyfish VTuber. I don't know if I rated while you were there, but she's cool. But yeah, I might be playing Peak with her. The jellyfish homie, yeah, jellyfish homie. Yes. Alright, this has no retreat cost, so we'll just explode them. Yeah, Arya's cool. L ads. Oh my god. Oh, Arya, I can tell you. I did ask Ray. He said he might be doing something on that day because his birthday is on Friday. He might be celebrating on Sunday. So he may he is tentative as of right now. Yes. Who are you saying yes to? Nevian or what I just said? What the heck? Can you tell him homies before the... What the hell? Yeah, I don't know what happened to the water coin flip meta. I think... What happened? What were the metas that happened after Gyarados was... That was mystical... Or homies before the HUDs. It was Space Time Smackdown. We had the Arceus and Dialga piles. I think the game just got faster. Because right now, like, the best water enabler is Gyarados. And I think you need Misty to resolve. Maybe I should have evolved this Gyarados on top. Pokemon Stun Deck when? They already exist, unfortunately. I've gotten locked by fucking Gengar EX one time. There's another one, another lock, Bannet. That one specifically an adaptation against a Charizard. Bannet literally just says your opponent cannot attach energy to your active. And Charizard has like an effect that attaches 3 energy just to... So, but it has to be active to perform the attack, so you can't even do anything. Bannet, yeah. Do you consider Oricorio stun? I don't know if you read the card. Do you consider that stun? Kinda. I don't know if I would consider it stun, but I mean it's very cheese. Basically, it can't be damaged by EX cards. So it's like you just sit on it, and then you have to like kind of scramble to KO it with the. It's more stuff. Wait, is that Super Quant? What the fuck? There's a Super Quant on my screen. Hold on. You guys don't see it, but there's a Super Quant on my screen right now. Orm. Da, 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 da. Ooh, Misty. Oh, I forgot I have full art Misty. I have 2 full art Misty, guys. You guys are not on my level. Super Quant Rare? Yeah. Unfortunately, it seems like it's not enough. I think Glad Beasts are gonna smoke this board. Punk? That's interesting. I didn't expect that combination. Oh, yeah, I have 2 my. Oh my god, my full art mystery plus that boring. No. Maybe the player was impressed with the super combo. I know. Like that's such a rare treat. Oh, he keeps retreating. Stop. Wait, hold on. We can talk about this. No Fenrir with Blicky Super Con. True. Wait, that's Leaf. Actually, we can Leaf, yeah. Alright, go back to... I guess we could just do energy here. This is overkill, but we already set up with Gyarados. I love how Claudius just says 2 fucking battle phases. That's, I don't know, like, I could see this deck doing pretty well. Like on ladder. It doesn't seem like terrible, like, oh wow, we didn't win on turn 14. That would explain a lot. I'm still waiting for Mitsurugi. Do you think they'll come in August after Worlds, Nevian? I feel like September. That's OCG. Oh, you're talking about OCG though. That one's guaranteed, right? In OCG. Yeah, that's the what's it called. Yeah, I was thinking of Master Duel. It's going to only come next year. No, well, for OCG they're coming September. But yeah, there's a chance they come during the anniversary around that time. The 4th anniversary around that, like. They better bring my original supports? Dude, if they don't import Miracle Raven, that'd be crazy. There's 2, well, that's not always true. For Master Duel, there's already a pattern with TCG exclusives. Or like, well, for the archetypes, they usually release them around the time the World Premiere Pack, like maybe a month before the World Premiere Pack in OCG, or the second time is when the OCG during the anniversary. Nouvelle Fish Lady can search it. Ooh. Horn. Where is my? Dude, I wish Pokemon Comms was easier to use. I don't know. I feel like I never resolved that card because. Oh my god. No, I'm just gonna. Oh my god, nope. Where's my Magnemite? Crashing out. One point star makes 2 bodies. What are you using to enable Ritual Raven, Nevian? Are you using Diviner? Are you using the spell? I forgot the contract with the Raven or whatever. I forgot it was like it's like a preparation of rights card. Alright, Pokeba. Mixing and matchings for Mesa? Okay. Any good decks from the new pack? I have no idea actually. The EXs didn't seem super impressive. Just from reading them. Maybe, I don't know. I'll wait for some YouTuber at this point. I don't think I'm getting FOMO from this pack. No, actually, the one card that actually is interesting to me is Ambipom. Ambipom searching any, not any, but like it's a random search. But like Ambipom recruiting Pokemon tool looks interesting. Maybe it's research? I will put you down. Yeah, we'll do a jab. Alright. Da, da, da. The link to ritual support, these have different type and attribute. Yeah, you can still probably play it. Like, it's the most convoluted way to search Mitsurugi, Habakiri, but it's there. Oh, Magnezone. Okay, it's asking me the Magnezone. Okay, maybe. The link to is IDK Dynamon. It's just another way. I don't know how to describe it, but I would have to look at what my friend came up with. With Diviner, you can do. I guess you. Oh shit. Well, I guess I'll do that. Nice revenge. I don't think you're supposed to reveal Raven with it, but like, I think you with the level 2 link 2 can search. I'd have to look at the line someone sent me, but it looks interesting. Like it made divine. Oh fuck, bruh. Oh my god. Okay, I wasn't familiar with Greedent's game. My bad. Oh, I forgot to attach here. But yeah, with the new supports, you have like 2 avenues with the Diviner. You can either branch into the Ashplan guy or Ritual Raven. Because like with Diviner, you just send Trias Hierarcha and then make Link Karibo. Actually, that's a really convoluted low line. Yeah, okay, the line involves low. So you reveal, it's convoluted, but while going through low, you reveal a light dragon ritual. And then that's how you use Ashland and or there's another guy. But it's with Diviner specifically. Fighting type. Actually, did I even? No, I still have to do it with the stupid deck again. Okay, whatever, I'll do it later. Jolteon. Fighting type. Ah, yes. Excellent. Rampardos. DD Summoner? Yeah. Yeah. That's why they included it in the new pack. But they also included like 3 new DD cards. But yes, new summon animation. Yeah, it was like Sarvis. You start with Diviner, you don't need Ashland. Yeah, there was like 2 routes. Yeah, please it's here. Please it's here to correct the record. And then there's some like Nouvelle lines that he was cooking up with Miracle Raven. Oh, what the fuck? Drampa? You just tribute the Raven to get Habakiri. True. You know what? I don't care. We're gonna rare candy. Wait, I do care because we don't have a way to retreat. We need Gladion. You only need it to bridge when you start with low. Got it. Oh, what I could have done. Actually, no, it doesn't make sense. It only has 20 HP. Who cares? And I could always evolve if he paralyze. If he actually hits heads. Sea Valley. I guess I could just attack. What do you think of leftovers, please? Maybe I'm wrong, but like it feels like you don't hit like it seems kind of slow. I can't retreat. Fuck. Well, see ya. And like unlike Cape and Potion, doesn't seem like it like beats break like certain breakpoints. Maybe if you like self damage. I don't know. I feel like Cape is. Miracle Raven be the 24 levels requirement of Megalith. True. That's actually kind of cool. What does leftovers do? Does it really beat the poison decks? Leftovers basically it's that Pokemon tool I just knocked out from that Pokemon. Here, I can just pull it up. This is leftovers. Heal 10 damage from that Pokemon at the end of your turn. Oh, it's 2 to retreat. Fuck. Alright, we attack again. Yay, we win. But da, 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 da. Alright, darkness. Do we have darkness? Yeah, okay. So we could do Crobat. Da, 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 da. Ooh, bad. Oh, I'm first. Orm. Da, 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 Orm, hey, I'm like Orm. There's no point in this. Orm. Oh wait, that's actually Orm. Ugh! What's up, Aimlang? What do you have? What you got for me? You're watching that Quanto video? Yeah? What do you, what have you uncovered? Could use a crowbat. Holy shit. Now you want to build a jank deck? Yeah, that deck, I like that deck, but you want to build the quants? I'm not surprised if like that video is literally propaganda for people to play quants. Oh, okay. Now you just want from what you're already playing. I see. Man, this field spell is nice. This field spell that this guy's cooking with. Go bats. I could get second. Is it 50-50? Actually, it's 2/3, I think. 2/3 chance. Oh my god. Whatever. You can't play with white or black cards? My brain don't work with it. Really? No, like these?
Oh my god, top deck the fucking Golbat again. I'm kidding. I'm gonna. Alright, let's try again. Oh, it was actually a 50-50. I lied, it was a 50-50. We top deck the Golbat and none of our Pokebuzz. The reason why I'm stalling is I kind of want to KO too. Oh shit. Alright, Ilima. Just give me the freaking... Holy shit, the sweet relay is actually gonna kill me. Wait, hold on. We need to kill this thing. Actually, not so true. We can go leaf. Oh my god, we're actually gonna get cooked by this sweets relay. I'm so sick. We might actually have to redo this because I stalled too long and the sweet relays ramp is insane. Oh. Buh. Or Orm. Sorry. My bad. I think I misplayed anyway. Like, the hell was this? Yeah, we lost. We lost. We fucking lost. No, I can't believe we lost to the CPU. This happens to everyone. This could happen to anyone, okay? No, don't give me advice. I know what to do. This deck just did not draw the basic. I fucking hate this deck. I hate this deck so much. Why do I still have this thing? Oh no, that's not another sweet three-lay. Not another sweet three-lay. Okay, I think I'll do double Pokeball. Don't get Kangaskhan. Yeah. Ilima. Okay, cool. I think we're chilling. Okay, he's gonna get like 5 billion sweet relays before my engine starts. This is gonna be dire. Okay, I think it's 100. Oh no, it's a 66 because of King is gone. Nice, we got it. Never mind, we're goated. Let's go. No, not the energy crush. Orm, but Orm. Wait, is it this game? Yeah, this is game. So I don't even have to worry about attaching energy or like dodging or doing anything fancy. Okay, this is nice. Okay, we got our revenge. We got our revenge. Oh shit, this is actually a lot of damage. Wait, we still KO though. Just Cunning Link, 70 HP. Yeah, okay, cool. Dude, this fucking Arcana Force under Pualos is... Oh my god, he just turn skipped him under Max E. Or Pualos. Okay, what's next? Grass type. Yay, we get Onion time. Onion time. Or Weedle Glow Up. Which one? I think Weedle... No. It's Onion time. It's Onion time. What the fuck happened? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. It's still game. I was like, the guy just attacked into the Arcana Force guy. Egg. Summon egg.
Okay, he's not developing his Swabit, so it's okay. Oh no, it's a Cheeto! Uh-oh. Ugh. That hurt. Ugh. Okay, we're just gonna get hits. I should have used Erica. Form. Okay, we pretend that didn't happen. Yeah, I don't think that Cyrus was the play. No, you don't even take damage with... Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. Surely we draw Onion next turn. Yay, Onion! Onion. Double heads now. That had an equally likely chance of happening, so I'm not even mad. Well, I would have appreciated at least one head, so. All right, Dawn. All right, surely we KO this beast. Hello, so shoddy. Okay, one. Okay, that's a little unlucky. But onion will stay strong. One purely, yeah. I love the Mew coin. All right, you. All right, heal. Oh yeah, let me attach energy. Mew coin, let's go. Oh, poor guy. Finally. I mean, it's kind of late for that guy, but the HP boost is insane. Oh, I forgot to use Oak. It's okay. All right, I'm gonna let Otto handle this. Holy shit, 200. That's absurd. I'll be back. Umbreon. What the hell? Oh wait, I just can't retreat. I was like, why do I have like that question that? What are you doing? This piece of shit AI. What was that play, bro? I just got lucky. Bro, bet it all on one coin flip for the Oko.
What do you think about Carbonal EX? That card's okay, but like, if you get Sabrina, you wanna like explode. But it's very similar to Executor. That's why I liked it in the first place. Let me concede. This is not the right deck. But I think you explode to Sabrina because it resets your double attack after performing. Like you lose that buff of plus 40 or whatever. I like it though because it's a cool card for water that like reduces your dependency on Misty resolving. So I think it's cool to me that they still make cards that don't. You can still make low cost water cards. Bruh, where are my... What do you think about the new Incineroar? Actually, I'm not sure. Does it work with HOW? No, right? It only works on EX Incineroar. Yeah, I'm not sure. What? Where are my basics? Oh my god, where are my basics at? Oh my god. This chat thought. Alright, Blacephalon, because we're... It doesn't even harm itself. Wow. Confusion's not that crazy in this game. The hell is this, dude? Bruh. I'm sad. Oh, sick. Never mind. I'm not Sag anymore. Alright, we get revenge killed here, though. Oh! What the fuck? Okay, hold on. This was planned. No turn for you? What an amazing game. No, we figured it out. We figured it out.
Oh, you're talking about the opponent in the replay. Oh yeah. There you go, cooked. Yay! Okay, we did it. What the fuck? This thing has 2 attacks? But okay. What interesting games we're getting from the pack Battle of Destiny. I think we're done with this. Okay, we're done with that. We got mostly everything. Advanced? Holy shit, there's too many. There's too many. Okay, there's actually only 4 experts all about. Okay, there's 5. So we have 9 more to go. I'm thinking of calling it pretty soon. We got to see... Oh, we... Okay, this is because we got the... That's cute. Orm. Mass Outbreak. Okay, 2 days to finish this. 15? Who the fuck is collecting 15? Bruh. I'm already done with that pack. Alright, Dragonite EX, that's cool. So how many do I have right now? 267. Not bad actually. I'll get my 95, I think, from ranked rewards. And then I also get however many whenever these reset. Yeah. So we should have plenty next time. Oh, water type Pokemon. Yeah, I think I'm calling it pretty soon because that's a lot of grinding. I think we can start. But we'll see. We'll see. EV. Let's go. We love Rocky Helmet. I hope the maybe EVEX isn't too bad. It looks kind of annoying in the bench right here. I mean, this doesn't do anything. Yeah, what does this deck do going second? I mean, going first. Alright, let's go use Misty. Alright, we just win this one, I guess. Alright, see ya. Okay, that was quick. Is it just branded full combo? Probably, yeah. Materia actors. That's wild. What's Materia actor doing? Alright, Primarina. Turbo Granny. Why do I call it? How does? Why is this called Turbo Granny? Excuse me? What? My deck. I don't know why I called it Turbo Granny. I mean, I did watch Don around that time. What is going on? Oh, are you talking about the game? Oh, I see. I guess chat off. So he's probably gonna evolve this. Oh fuck! My Pikachu! No, we got swept! No, we got swept! You got immersive Eevee? Yo, what does it look like? Hold on, we didn't get swept. We just top decked the Orc. No way! Does this person surrender? Hey Lily, how's it going? No way, you just OTK'd? Through the branded board? That's awesome. Yo, you found the new emotes, I see. I'll put it in the rainbow. It has all the EV. Okay, that was. I should have expected that. Yeah. That's nice. Peak replay, yeah. I think Guided Beasts aren't too bad. I kind of want to try them out. They seem like a good deck to for me to try out. Oh, we have Pikachu EX. The Wardo versus. Okay, I actually have no. I wish all the bad things to happen to Kashira. I do not wish a good day. Like, going first merchant deck? Alright, get going first merchant. Alright, come on. You're gonna get turn skipped and no DK. Yes! Wait, they didn't get turn skipped. But I don't think that Fenrir is doing anything. Yeah, most decks are at least feel. Yeah, yeah. I haven't even like legacy support. I haven't seen them screw those up. Yay, we got it. Oh, he switched out. Oh, that little coward switched out his Primarina.
Okay, we'll just take that. DRNM. No, ain't no way. The hand with full combo? Is this game? I don't remember. It should be game, right? It's 60 plus 30. Yeah. Okay, cool. That coward Primarina ran away from my little bird. Doro Hump. What was the 100 or more? Okay, but that's total. It doesn't have to be. Okay, don't I have a metal deck? Yes, I do. I have Solgaleo. Do I have Shiinotic? I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't think I have Shiinotic. Ooh, Skarmory. Perfect. Anyone knows where I can find a lonely Reggie? First, you'll have to boot up the game Pokemon Emerald. Second, you either need the Brady Games Prima official Emerald guide and or access to public library and or Google so you can read Braille. The Sweets Relay deck. The Sweets Relay deck is I'm not getting my hopes up for Sweets Relay, but it seems kind of funny, like to pull off. Like the ramp could go crazy. Also, I didn't find any Pokemon tools in the first 10 cards of my deck. I actually want Sweets Relay to... No! Bruh. We could have punished this. You already have your fave Reggie? Okay. Thank you. Tenpai issue. Orm. Alright, Sylveon. Surely. Oh, no, Sylveon. Don't let this be the end. Don't let this be the end, Sylveon. I like seeing. I really like seeing the Gladiator Beast just start. What is this guy drawing into? Or no damage. Bro. I would like it Solgaleo, please. Oh no, the EV's going in. Wait, doesn't the EV knock me out? Yeah. But I mean, it's fine. Sylveon's got nothing on the second Skarmory.
Lily. It's not what I want. No, Stiffen. No. Wait, actually, you can't attack. Oh, we can heal. Never mind. Oh, la polizia. Okay, please give me the Solgaleo. It's in the. There's 3 good draws. Maybe I should have waited for Rocky Helmet or something, but I don't remember how you play more than one. We can't attack. We have no attacking Pokemon right now. Come on. Okay. I did have another Rocky Helmet, but it didn't matter, right? Because he just retreated it. Oh my god, finally. Jeez. Alright, Dragonite. Fighting type. I got the perfect deck. Cool fossil. Just pass. We could do Iono next time. Fine. Ah! Oh my god. These hands are just not agreeing with me. Iono. We could have done Gladion actually. That's so funny. You just summon in Arcana Force. You just attack it. That's so fucking funny. Dun, 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 dun. The Fool. RC's the X with Snorlax cool? Actually, you know what? I didn't think about Snorlax with Ailima. That might be fine. I don't know, actually. Yeah, I don't know. That seems fine to me. It's just you don't have anything to charge early game. It might be a problem.
I'll just solve. Alright, give me Rampardos or give me... Okay, I'll take the Kratos. Come on. Rampardos. Bruh. Use the Barb Knight Legal shenanigans? Oh yeah. Let's just charge you because I need to retreat. Oh my god, oh no! Okay, it's just 40 damage. I would like Rampardos. You're fucking joking.